And Giants from Fenway Park tonight. Looks like Patrick Dempsey throwing out the first pitch tonight. I don't know if maybe they're showing a flashback. He, of course, of Scream 3, but yeah, he kind of one-hopped it there. Wasn't great. Before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora, brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Now during Truck Month, get a great deal on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years straight, and official truck of your Boston Red Sox. Today, Cora was on the flagship station, WEEI, and he spoke with Jones and Mego about Kutter Crawford.
I was reading some comments from you recently. It's Kutter Crawford tonight. And I was reading some comments from you recently, and I'm paraphrasing, but you said you guys effectively made a mistake by making him a reliever and a two-pitch pitcher. Where was the push for that? And I guess if there were no injuries to Giolito and everyone else, would he have opened in the rotation?
Yeah, he was going to be a starter this year. After what he did last year, we made the decision in the offseason. He's our number 3, and then the other 3 guys have to compete for the last 2 spot. Then Lucas gets hurt, and this is where we at. Actually, I was pro putting Kutter in the bullpen when we did a few years ago. That was the first time I saw him throwing a bullpen, and he was throwing 97 with a good breaking ball. At that time, the philosophy was more fastballs up, breaking balls down, so he fit the program. It didn't work. You know, it was hard for us to find him innings. It's kind of like what we did with Whitlock, what we're trying to do with Slayton. Find a lane that they can go 2 innings, but at that point, we weren't playing good baseball, so it was hard to use Kutter the right way. We made the decision to send him to AAA. He got down there and start pitching again. And one of the things about him, besides the repertoire, is the pitchability. He's very smart, very smart. When to go up and in, when to use his cutter, change speeds with the breaking ball. He got back to that. I remember he had a start in Seattle. We needed him. He went up there. He went 5 innings, no runs, a few hits, 100 pitches. It was 50-50, 50% strikes. So I saw it there, and we made the decision that, okay, cool. Last year, because of where we were, we made him a weapon out of the bullpen, and we did a good job using him in multiple innings. It was a lot easier last year. And when everybody went down, he became a starter, and he's a good one. Just the attention to details. He talks a lot to Chris Sale. He helped him a lot, obviously, coming from the same program in college and just being around him here. It's kind of like that's his mentor. And obviously, different styles, right? Lefty, righty, slider, breaking ball. But he's good. He's really good.
All right, there's Cora on Kutter Crawford, who will be making his 7th start of the season. He comes into this one with a 1-1 record and a 1.35 ERA, the second best in the majors. Time now to see who's in the hot tub. The injury update presented by New England Spas. Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, swim spa, sauna, or cold plunge from New England Spas, the home relaxation specialist. Visit New England Spas in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, or soon in Warwick. Online at nespas.com. Masataka Yoshida becomes the latest Red Sox to land on the IL. He has a hand injury. Has not been a great season for Yoshida. He wasn't in the lineup a few times as guys were making their way back from injuries like Devers and Tyler O'Neill. So the quote-unquote everyday DH will be on the shelf for a little bit as he heads to the IL. Vaughn Grissom could join the big club on Friday against the Twins. He's been out with a hamstring injury. He's now battling the flu. And Garrett Cooper got hit on the wrist last night in his Red Sox debut and is day-to-day. All right, we have a bonus interview for you tonight. Joe had a chance to speak with former Red Sox pitcher John Troutwine.
Something different today. We visit with John Troutwine, a member of the 1988 Boston Red Sox club, about a very serious subject, teenage suicide. But before we get to that, John, you were a Rule 5 pick when the Red Sox picked you up for the Montreal Expos. And what a year that was, 1988. A tumultuous year in many ways here.
It certainly was, and it was a very exciting year, obviously for me. I had come from Double-A with the Expos, so it was a big jump coming from Double-A cities to all of a sudden playing for the Boston Red Sox and Red Sox Nation, and locker next to Jim Rice and Roger Clemens and Bruce Hurst and Wade Boggs, all of these established superstars. So it was a very, very exciting and fun time for me.
And that was the year of Morgan Magic. I'm sure you remember that well.
Absolutely. And I can remember when right after the All-Star break, when Joe took over, and I think we won 21 games in a row or something like that, and it was just really exciting, and this town just lit up, and it was very fun to be a part of.
Yeah, 12 in a row, 19 out of 20, and 24 straight at home. Did you get into one of those games?
I did not. That's probably why we did so well. So that was the problem. When I was here in Boston, I was the long reliever. But we had 5 wonderful starters, from Clemens to Hurst to Oilkin and, Jeff Sellers, Mike Smithson. So they'd get to the 8th inning and bring in Lee Smith. So I had a good seat.
Well, that's good. You got paid anyway. And after that, you were a chemistry major at Northwestern, where Joe Girardi was your catcher. You went into chemistry and business, and then computers, and did very well.
Yes, I did. So, in fact, right when baseball ended, I took a job with a company that I had worked for in the off season, and spent 6 years living and working in Europe, which was really exciting. And then ended up in Atlanta with my wife and our 4 kids. And now I've been with this a global services company since, 20 years now. Keeps me out of trouble.
Well, certainly you experienced the ultimate tragedy of any parent when your son Will took his own life 13 and a half years ago. And that prompted you to start this organization, A Will to Live. Tell us how that works.
Yeah, so when Will Troutwine, our oldest child, was 15, he took his life, and he suffered from an illness that he didn't know he had, depression, and we didn't know he had, and we didn't know what it was, and we were so uneducated and unaware. And the fact that Will never told anybody that he was struggling was really what was so eye-opening to us. Why didn't he talk about it? And what we didn't realize was, the stigma that surrounds mental illness, and depression itself is very maskable. So you can hide it. And that's often the case, and that was the case with Will. So we thought, how can we get people to talk? And during the funeral, I started to notice all of my old friends and teammates from middle school, high school, college, pro ball days that were there for me, and they were my sort of life teammates, my life friends, and that became sort of the mantra of the foundation. Like, who are your life teammates, and do they know? Because they're going to be the easiest people to talk to. So let's encourage this concept of talking about it, and it really is okay to not be okay. And the foundation really just took off, and we worked with kids to get them to recognize the love and hope, and perhaps most important, the understanding they have in each other, so that they will talk. And we're very proud of it, and it's sort of my passion, Joe, and it's been my therapy as well, even today.
This is Mental Health Awareness Month, and you're going to be there in Worcester tomorrow with the Woo Sox.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. I have to say I'm a little sad it's not in Pawtucket, but I will tell you that, my old stomping grounds, but boy, Worcester is beautiful, and that stadium Polar Park is gorgeous. I was there last summer, and we're going to have, it's Mental Health Awareness Night, so I'm one of the guest of honors. I get to throw out a pitch to my old life teammate, Rich Gedman, which will be fun. But really the message there is just what I'm saying, life, like baseball, is hard, and you need your friends to help you through. So be that kind of friend that creates that culture where it's okay to not be okay. So I'm really proud of the Woo Sox group. We're gonna do a Homers for Hope in May, and so whenever a Woo Sox player hits a homer, the Will to Live Foundation will donate $100 to the Woo Sox Foundation to be put towards their mental health and wellness initiative. And if a Woo Sox pitcher strikes somebody out, we donate $5. So we expect I don't know, somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 going to the Woo Sox Nation. But what's really fun about it is because of some things that the players do. So I get to meet with the players tomorrow, and we'll talk about that and get them involved, and that's always very fun for me.
Well, John, you have a chance to have a 3-generation baseball family. Your dad, who passed away in '93 recently, was with the Whiz Kids of the Phillies, and of course you were with the Red Sox, and now your son Michael is at AAA with the Cincinnati Reds as a catcher, huh?
Yes, he is. We're very excited about it. This is his first year in AAA. He was in Single A and AA last year, so he's learning all the difficulties of those AAA pitchers. But it's very, very exciting, and as you can imagine, for my wife and I, we have so much fun. We're spending a lot of time in minor league ballparks these days, which is great.
What kind of hitter is he? Power guy?
He is. He's a power guy, and he goes to all fields, which is fun. And but I think his forte is an excellent defensive catcher.
So remember the name, Michael Troutwine. John, great to see you, and have fun tomorrow night in Worcester. Great you could be here at Fenway with us.
Joe, great to see you. Thanks so much, buddy. Love you, pal.
All right, John Trotwine, former Red Sox pitcher, and his organization, A Will to Live, will continue on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network after this.
If you've ever spilled grass seed on your lawn and accidentally created the world's largest bird feeder, then you know that lawn care isn't easy. If it were, everyone would do it, as well as True Green does it. Our science-driven expertise ensures your custom, nutrient-rich treatment works to deliver a greener, healthier lawn. And it's all backed by the True Green Guarantee. Go to truegreen.com today and save 50% off your first application. It's time to trust your experts at True Green. True Green. Live life outside.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast. You'll be glad you did.
Sure, a card and some flowers are nice for Mom, but why not add some sizzle by giving her delectable, mouth-watering steaks from the Kansas City Steak Company? Choose from a variety of gift packs like the Classic Steak Sizzler, the Prime Steak Sampler, or Filet Mignon and Lobster Tails. And the Kansas City Steak Company delivers them right to your door. Plus, the unofficial start to summer is much closer than you think, so now's the time to stock up for grilling season. Get 15% off and free shipping right now at kansascitysteak.com by using promo code DR15.
Business. It's all the things that keep this world turning. And behind every one of these companies is a partner helping to keep it all moving. It's why the local flower shop and your favorite pizza joint, the startup and the stadium, hospitals and hotels, banks and restaurants nationwide all choose the advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and round-the-clock trusted partnership from Comcast Business, the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
See why Comcast Business powers more small businesses than anyone else. Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, ask how to get up to an $800 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go online to comcastbusiness.com to switch today. Ends 5/6/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 50 megabits per second internet and security edge. EcoBill and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there. Sunny and 75. Almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time, and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
We get it. Attention spans just aren't what they used to be. Heads in social media and eyes on Netflix. But what do people do with their ears? Well, for one, they're listening to audio. Americans spend 4.4 hours with audio every day. Oh, and you want the proof? Well, you just sat through this ad that's now approaching 30 seconds. What could you say to a potential customer in 30 seconds? Let Odyssey put together a media plan tailor-made for your unique marketing needs. Advertise with Odyssey. Visit ads.odyssey.com.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Giants play in the middle of 3 from Fenway Park. The Red Sox lineup is brought to you by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Jaron Duran will lead off and play center field, starting his 31st consecutive game to begin the year. Rafael Devers bats second, will play third. Rob Refsnyder is at left. Tyler O'Neill is the DH tonight, batting fourth. Then Wilyer Abreu in right field. Connor Wong behind the plate bats sixth. Dominic Smith, just activated to the big club, will get the start at first base and bats seventh. And Manuel Valdez is the second baseman batting eighth. And Cedon Rafaela, the shortstop, bats ninth. It took him a while to come out with the lineup. Usually the lineup is out hours before the game. This just came across the old news desk here a moment ago. Maybe waiting to activate Dominic Smith or figure out Garrett Cooper's status, as he got hit in the wrist last night in his Sox debut. They said he was day-to-day, but no Garrett Cooper tonight. And also, if you missed it, Yoshida is on the 10-day IL. But there's your Red Sox lineup. They'll be going up against an opener for the Giants, Eric Miller, Kutter Crawford on the hill for Boston. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. A lot of day games, a lot of finals, including the Atlanta Braves got their 20th win of the year. They beat the Mariners 5-2. Chris Sale struck out 9 over 5 innings. He is now 4-1 on the year with a 3.44 ERA. Padres defeated the Reds 6-2. The Oakland A's shut out the Pirates 4-0. Royals over the Blue Jays 6-1. Twins doubled up the White Sox 10-5. Brewers all over the Rays 7-1. And the Tigers defeated the Cardinals 4-1 in Detroit. A few games going on right now. In the ninth inning, the Phillies have a 2-1 lead over the Angels. Yankees and Orioles are scoreless as they head to the second inning in Baltimore. Rockies and Marlins also no score, bottom of the first. Cubs and Mets later in just a few minutes. Also Nationals and the Rangers. Astros host the Guardians. Justin Verlander on the mound for Houston. And in the late game, Yamamoto and the Dodgers visit Jordan Montgomery and the Diamondbacks. That'll do it for us. Again, it's Red Sox and Giants. Sox have won 7 of their last 10. They've won 3 in a row, and they are 6-1 in interleague play. So they're going to try to continue that good streak as they face the San Francisco Giants here tonight. For our producer, Stiz, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe and Will have the call of Red Sox and Giants coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Baseball is in full swing. NBA playoffs are heating up, and your NFL team is gearing up for training camp. Listen to the latest on the teams you love here on the Odyssey app. The biggest sports radio stations in the country, providing unrivaled local coverage of their teams, all in one place. Exclusive interviews with players, coaches, and team executives, streaming live and always available on demand. Stay in the know with your favorite teams right here on the Odyssey app.
Add some sizzle to your next special occasion with the Kansas City Steak Company. The most tender, world-class premium steaks delivered right to your door. Get 15% off plus free shipping right now at kansascitysteaks.com. Use promo code DR15.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
A car is never just a car. Kelley Blue Book knows it's so much more than that. It's your commuting chariot, your road trip refuge, your I just need a reason to get out of the house. Your car is there for everything. And for everything car, there's Kelley Blue Book. Need a new set of wheels? Price it on Kelley Blue Book. Problem under the hood? Fix it with Kelley Blue Book. Can another car do the job better? Trade it or sell it on Kelley Blue Book. We're here mile after mile, moment after moment. Price it, fix it, trade it, sell it. KBB.com it. Visit KelleyBlueBook.com to get the journey started.
Reed's Ferry Sheds. Over 50 years, we've been selling our shed the same way. We're like a stick in the mud. Reed's Ferry does this thing. When the customer comes in, we help them buy a shed. I know, over at the home improvement store, they're cutting edge. They've got this machine that goes, "Welcome, please scan your first item." Geez, I mean, when it comes to not helping people, they got it down to a science. Now you go to Reed's Ferry. I'm sorry, you're going old school. We can't help ourselves. We pay attention to the shed customer, and boy, do we pay attention to our sheds. We wash them, sprinkle them with baby powder, give them a hug, and know them all by name. Bottom line, you end up with a lot more than their parking lot shed. Real service, better quality, backed by a 30-year warranty, and so good looking you can put it in the front yard. See for yourself at reedsferry.com. Then you make the call.
Call 888-85-SHEDS.
Need a shed? If it says Reed's Ferry, you got a good one.
We get it. Attention spans just aren't what they used to be. Heads in social media and eyes on Netflix. But what do people do with their ears? Well, for one, they're listening to audio. Americans spend 4.4 hours with audio every day. Oh, and you want the proof? Well, you just sat through this ad that's now approaching 30 seconds. What could you say to a potential customer in 30 seconds? Let Odyssey put together a media plan tailor-made for your unique marketing needs. Advertise with Odyssey. Visit ads.odyssey.com.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market. Perfecting the art of fresh.
Holy cow!
110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. Arbella. Here for baseball fans. Here for good. Brought to you by AZEK Exteriors. Visit www.azekexteriors.com. Mike's Amazing. The official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox.
And it's gone!
Citgo. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Sponsored by DigSafe. Call 811 before you dig or visit digsafe.com. Drains by James. Eastern Massachusetts leader in drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Hire Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Cars for kids. Old car giving you problems? Why not donate it? Call 1-877-CARS-4-KIDS today. Northern Bank. New England Ford. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Looking up! Grand slam!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program helps you manage and grow your paint business. Sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Swinging a drive to left field. There are a couple runs. Way gone.
Subaru of New England. Love spring in the all-wheel drive 2024 Subaru Forester. Verizon, the network Boston relies on.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Will Fleming.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Fenway Park for Game 2 of this series between the Red Sox and the San Francisco Giants. Red Sox now 6-1 in interleague play after the win last night. They won 3 straight overall. 7 of 10. They come in at 17-13, while the Giants are 2 under 500 at 14-16 as we begin the merry month of May. At least the Red Sox hope it to be a merry month as they are pitching extremely well. They have some roster moves today, which we'll detail. And the starting lineup, in fact, just came out a few minutes ago as they had to make some moves. We have a decent night for baseball. It's much better now than it was earlier in the day. Temperature in the mid-50s and still sunshine here at Fenway Park after sort of a dull gray day. The Red Sox tonight will send Kutter Crawford to the mound. He's 1-1, and Eric Miller, a left-hander, a bullpen sort, will be the opener for the Giants. Will Fleming now has some of those roster moves and the starting lineups.
Indeed, I do, Joe. I mean, it was a flurry of activity. The Red Sox are still waiting on Vaughn Grissom. They expect that hopefully he'll be able to join the club Friday in Minneapolis. But for now, he remains off the roster. The Red Sox made another couple of additions, one of whom is active and indeed in the starting lineup today. Dom Smith comes over. He was released off the AAA roster of the Tampa Bay Rays. Dom Smith signs a 1-year deal with the Red Sox. Former longtime New York Met, last year with the Nationals, and this season a little bit of a struggle with the Tampa Bay Rays, but a left-handed hitter with real power. Garrett Cooper, by the way, is okay. They x-rayed the wrist after the game last night, and it checked out just fine. So that is a bullet dodged with Garrett Cooper. The Red Sox also made a move on the middle infield. Once they designated Pablo Reyes, the Red Sox felt like they needed to augment the depth on the middle infield, and they went out and they acquired Zach Short in a trade for cash considerations. And so they're just adding pieces left and right. Yoshida, the downside of today's moves is that Masataka Yoshida is going to go on the injured list with a left thumb sprain. And to make room on the 40-man roster for Dominic Smith, Vladimir Gutierrez, a right-handed minor league pitcher that the Red Sox really just acquired a couple weeks ago. He is designated for assignment. So there are going to be many more moves to come. Short is out of options. He's got to be put on the major league club. So at minimum, in the next day or two, when Short comes on, the Red Sox will subtract one player, and then hopefully Friday, when Grissom is able to go, then the Red Sox will have to make yet another subtraction. A flurry of other news made today by Alex Cora. Nick Pivetta is going to throw a rehab assignment tomorrow for the Worcester Red Sox at AAA. Brian Bayo continues to throw and progress, and he's going to start in the minor leagues probably as soon as next Tuesday. So the pitching staff would ended the month of April with the best ERA in the game by almost a full half run, if that's such a thing, a full half run. Either way, the Red Sox dominant on the mound, and they're going to get healthy and better here in the next few days. So just to recap, Dom Smith is on the club, which you have to wonder what that means for Bobby Dahlbeck. The Red Sox, I think they wanted a right-left platoon over there at first base with Cooper and with Dom Smith. And in the absence of Tristan Casas, they wanted another left-handed bat over there at first base. So Dom Smith is here. He will bat for the Red Sox here today. We'll get you the entirety of both clubs' starting lineups. The Giants are here for the middle game of a 3-game series, and San Francisco comes in here a couple games under 500, 14 up and 16 down. Meantime, the Red Sox hanging in the loaded American League East. They are 4 games above 500, 17-13, and 2.5 games back of the Baltimore Orioles, who won Game 1 yesterday from the New York Yankees. They're back at it today at Camden Yards, and they're in the second inning scoreless, the Yankees and the O's. A lot of activity in the big leagues earlier today. The Minnesota Twins, who we will see beginning on Friday at Target Field, won for the 10th straight time today. They're just on an incredible roll. The offense is firing for the Twins and Rocco Baldelli. They did, however, lose Byron Buxton again today to injury, so not all totally positive for the Twins. Atlanta was in Seattle playing the finale of their series. The other team we'll see on the road trip, and the Braves did it again. Chris Sale was just phenomenal, and the Braves beat the Mariners 5-2. Kansas City took the series from the Toronto Blue Jays with a 6-1 win in their finale. And so it has a chance for the Red Sox. This day could really continue to put breathing room between the Sox and the bottom of the American League East. Right now, as we start play today, the Red Sox 3 games clear of Toronto and 4 games ahead of the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays blown out today in Milwaukee 7-1. Willie Adames has hit a couple home runs in a row for the Brewers, and so the Rays and Blue Jays are having a tough time, but Sox trying to capitalize on that today with Kutter Crawford on the mound. He is in the dugout for the Red Sox. He and Connor Wong are just about ready to take the field. It's going to be a little different setup for the Sox. They're going to play the anthem with the players on the field here tonight. Before the game, Alex Cora was on our midday talk show. We'll give you some of his sound, things he was talking about after 1 month in the books and all the flurry of roster moves for the Red Sox. But it is, as Crawford makes his way into the dugout, time now for the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. For the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee is going to be back in there in the leadoff spot. He's in center field. Then Jorge Soler, the DH, bats second. Lamont Wade Jr. at first base batting third. And then Matt Chapman really scuffling with the bat, cleans up, and he's at third base. We'll get you the rest of the Giant lineup right after this. But first, the national anthem brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com.
Joining the Red Sox on the field for the national anthem are 11 and 12-year-old members of the U12 Boston Hurricanes youth basketball team, a nonprofit organization serving Boston's Chinatown and neighboring Asian American communities. And here to perform our national anthem is Vice President of Community and Strategic Partnerships at the National Association of Asian American Professionals Boston Chapter. A startup enthusiast, community builder, and nonprofit executive, she is focused on community building and advancing Asian and Pacific Islander representation in executive leadership. Please welcome Sharita Rustanavabul.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
A nice job of the Star-Spangled Banner, brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com. Red Sox and the Giants set for Game 2 of this 3-game series. At BuildSubmarines.com, you'll find Sable sustaining skilled trades careers, helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one. All right, back into the Giants starting lineup. I told you that Chapman cleans up. He's the third baseman. Then Michael Conforto is in left field. He'll bat fifth. Tyro Estrada is at second base. He bats sixth. Mike Yastrzemski, yes, the grandson of Carl, is in right field batting seventh. Tom Murphy catches tonight, and he bats eighth. And then Nick Ahmed is the slick fielding shortstop, and he bats ninth. Finally, the umpires march down the left field line. I don't know what's going on here with this crew. These last couple of days, they have really been delayed getting into the home plate area, which prolongs the time it takes to exchange the lineup card, and then it delays the ability for the starting pitcher to warm up. Like in this case, not to pick a nit, but to me, they should exchange the lineup cards off away from the home plate area. As it is, Kutter is waiting for them to do their bidding. Dominic Smith, the newest Red Sox player, is out on the diamond. He's about to throw his first warm-up toss to Enmanuel Valdez, the second baseman today. Rafaela and Devers are both out there with him too. So after Murphy, the catcher, Ahmed, the shortstop, wraps up the 9 for Bob Melvin and the San Francisco Giants. The Red Sox starting lineup brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. And it took a while because Smith had to pass a physical. He's in uniform. He's at first base. Jarren Duran was awesome last night. 3 hits and a walk. He leads it off. He's in center field. And then Rafi Devers, the third baseman, he bats second behind Duran and ahead of Rob Refsnyder, who really had a wonderful night again at the plate. Drove in runs in each of his first 2 at-bats last night. Refsnyder just continues to produce. After Refsnyder, Tyler O'Neill, again the DH, he'll clean up, and then Wilyer Abreu, who doubled, tripled, singled, was on base 4 times. Abreu is in there in right field, and he bats 5th. Connor Wong catches, he bats 6th. The first baseman, Dom Smith, he bats 7th as Kutter finally makes his way out of the dugout that the umpires have cleared the way. And Manuel Valdez, the second baseman, bats 8th, and Cedon Rafaela is the shortstop, and he bats 9th. Speaking of Cedon Rafaela, Alex Cora was asked today how he's able to keep the momentum going on this team. They had so much positivity coming out of spring training. There's been so many injuries, so much turnover. And he talked about the younger players and how much they have really taken on a new leadership role. Here's Alex on the young core in this clubhouse.
Believe it or not, relying a lot on the young kids, Duran, Rafaela, Abreu. I've been saying all along, they don't know any better. This is my time to shine. This is my opportunity to be an established big leaguer. Having youth and athletes has actually helped in that sense. You see it, there's been some different lineups, different combinations of players, and they've been doing an amazing job. And at the end, if you pitch the way we've been pitching, it makes it a lot easier, right? Like we've been in every game. What we've done from the mound has been great.
No doubt about that, and led really by how can this man, Kutter Crawford, who's making his 7th start. He's 1-1 with a 1.35 ERA. He gave up 10 hits, though, in his last start against the Cubs, a lot of them on his 4-seam fastball. So interested to see how he mixes his pitches here tonight. Powering Possibilities brought to you by Comcast North Central, and you got to go to Wilyer Abreu. I mean, he's got 3 or more hits in 4 of his last 9 games, in which time he's got an OPS of 1277. With an advanced network, Comcast, cybersecurity solutions, and trusted partnership, Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Restrictions apply. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com to learn more. It's chilly but beautiful at Fenway Park. Kutter's ready. Here is Jung-Hoo Lee and for the play-by-play, Sox and Giants, the Hall of Famer, Joe Castiglione.
Thank you very much, Will. Center fielder from Korea, 08. The first pitch is a call. Strike over the inside corner, says Clint Vondrak. The home plate umpire, Mark Wegner at first. Bruce Dreckman at second, and Jeremy Rehawk at third. 51 degrees. The pitch is swung on, looped into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Abreu grabs it on the second hop, and Lee, a really good-looking young player, singles to right. I was talking to Bob Melvin before the game today, their manager, and he's so impressed with this kid's ability to make contact on high velocity, because he didn't see that type of high velocity very often in the KBO, and he's really adjusted well and has a 90% contact rate. So Lee opens with a single, and here comes Soler, hitting .219 with 5 homers, 8 RBIs. He had a tough start. Crawford has not given up a home run in over 49 innings. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a cutter away. 0-1 Dominic Smith, 6 feet, listed at 224 pounds at first base. Holding the runner on. Lee can run. He's got also a very strong arm. Crawford works from the set anyway. The pitch is swung and hit high and shallow along the left field foul line. Rafaela out and makes the catch in foul ground, fouled by about a foot, right where the box seats jut out. He took charge. We like that about Rafaela in the infield. He really is a guy who takes charge of everything.
I also like that he acted like an outfielder there. He reached out for that barrier, the netting and the wall, like you would going back to the wall in the outfield. That was perfectly done to figure out how much room he had.
So a foul pop-up to the shortstop. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. hitting at .333 with 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Left-hand batter takes one inside, ball 1. Giants are only 5-9 on the road. The Red Sox now on this homestand have picked it up. They are 6-8. They were 3-7 in the first homestand. Here's the 1-0 pitch coming to the left-hand batting Lamont Wade Jr. He takes it inside. He's a former Minnesota Twin. And the Twins won their 10th straight today. White Sox led until the 6th inning, and the shortstop let a ball go through his legs with the bases loaded. The Twins tied it and exploded from there. So the White Sox are 6-25. There's a swing and a high foul, third base side over by the Coca-Cola seats. Out of play, Matt Chapman on deck. Giants are 8th in the National League in hitting and 10th in home runs. They really don't have a lot of pop in their lineup. Doesn't mean they're not capable, but they don't really have a middle of the order that scares you. 2-1 pitch coming, and Wade takes it inside. 3 balls and a strike. Kutter wearing the red sleeves underneath the white uniform. Surprising he's only had 2 decisions, which, as well as he's pitched, leads the league in ERA. There's a strike over the inside edge. Good cutter under the hands. 1.35 ERA, number 1 in the American League. Red Sox 6-1 in interleague play, and 314 and 222 overall, the best in baseball. The 3-2, the runner does not go. Swing and did he get a foul? Piece of it he did. Right in on the hands, another cutter at 88. Wade chokes up on the bat. Out of the University of Maryland, a Baltimore native. 3-2, runner goes, and it's in there, strike 3. Now the runner retreats to first. Lee started and then put on the brakes. Went back to first. The throw went through to second, but Wade is called out on strikes. He worked him inside, and that ball backed over the plate. 2 down for Chapman, hitting a .222 with 4 homers. One of the best defensive third basemen in the game in recent years. Inconsistent, though, as a hitter, though he does have some power. He takes a breaking ball inside. Last year, remember with Toronto, he was on fire, hit over 400 for almost a month. Was leading the league in many categories, including batting average. Then tailed off. First began with the Oakland A's. The pitch is swung on and missed, a high fastball under the manager Bob Melvin.
I know some people there think he's maybe putting a little too much pressure on himself. I mean, he's a California guy, obviously, as you say, knows the Bay Area well and trying to prove himself.
Managed by Bob Melvin with the Oakland A's. The pitch is outside. Melvin did a great job with those A's ball clubs. Outstanding manager. Talking to him today, recalling his Red Sox team. He played here in 1993, sharing the catching duties with Antonio Francisco Pena. 2-1 is low and away.
Did he have the kickstand then?
I don't think so, but he was telling us about the playing for Butch Hobson, which he enjoyed. Very impressed to hear that Butch got his degree, his college degree, at the age of 68.
Wow, really?
Yeah, at Alabama. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Cutter away.
When are you going to get yours? You got about 9 honorary degrees.
Well, I managed the undergrad degree, barely. In 4 years. Hate to think what 4 years of what my father paid would be cost today.
No kidding.
Here it is. Swinging a foul off the mid of the catcher. Runner was going, of course, on the 3-2 pitch with 2 down. It's been a long first inning, 17 pitches. Kutter of Okeechobee, Florida, and Florida Gulf Coast University. They're very proud of him there, as they are of Chris Sale, who won today for the Braves. Runner goes 3-2, swinging a chopper, foul. He just piece of a cutter away. Cutter after cutter so far in the first inning with an occasional hook. Giants wearing their gray with San Francisco on the front of the jersey in orange and black. New York Giants colors as well back in the day. Another 3-2 pitch. Lee goes, and it's taken for strike 3 over the outside corner. And Chapman going to disagree with Vondrak. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Got him on a heater. That retires the side. Red Sox coming up with the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll be glad you did.
Sure, a card and some flowers are nice for Mom, but why not add some sizzle by giving her delectable, mouth-watering steaks from the Kansas City Steak Company? Choose from a variety of gift packs like the Classic Steak Sizzler, the Prime Steak Sampler, or Filet Mignon and Lobster Tails. And the Kansas City Steak Company delivers them right to your door. Plus, the unofficial start to summer is much closer than you think, so now's the time to stock up for grilling season. Get 15% off and free shipping right now at kansascitysteak.com by using promo code DR15.
In a brand new 2024 Subaru Forester. Buy starting at $27,095 with 1.9% financing for up to 48 months. Or lease for just $319 per month for 36 months with $2734 due at signing. Take the road less traveled in the 2024 Forester with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, comfortable functional space for your cargo, and the protection of Subaru safety. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru Forester. Buy with 1.9% financing for up to 48 months or lease for just $319 per month. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru. For complete details, visit SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Crawford with a great first inning. First strikeouts brought to you by Northern Bank. Get your business in the zone with Northern Bank, member FDIC. First pitch from Eric Miller is high, ball one. His first major league start. Pitched 13 games out of the bullpen. He's 0-1 with a 5.54 ERA. I'm not sure how long he'll go, but it won't be long. Inside to Jarren Duran. It's 2-0. Jarren's been on fire again, 6 of his last 13. Over 3 games, hitting a .268 with a homer, 14 RBIs, and 9 steals, tied for the league lead. Miller delivers, and there's a strike. Eric Miller is out of Stanford, like somebody else I know.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by Stanford people.
Too many today.
Your brother in the next booth. Both Flemings are graduates of Stanford. There's a call strike over the outside edge, 2-2. The Cardinal. Miller was first signed by the Phillies, traded to the Giants for a minor leaguer. This is his first year in the bigs. Duran with a 2-2 count. Left-hander is pretty good stuff. The pitch, it's up and away, missed with a breaking ball, high slider.
There's an awesome story in The Athletic today, written by Andrew Baggerly, who's here with the Giants, about a Stanford man.
3-2, foul to the left out of play.
This young kid, Rintaro Sasaki, decided that rather than declare for the NPB Japanese professional draft at the age of 18, he was coming to America to go to college. He chose Stanford at the last minute, and he's 19, already here.
Swinging a foul to the backstop. Is he playing?
He's not yet. He wanted to take some early classes. He'll be eligible next year. His father coached Shohei Ohtani. They've got this long relationship at a wonderful high school there that's produced all kinds of star power. But he really breaking the mold at 19, coming to college here.
3-2 pitch. Swinging and line foul out of play. They play their home games at Sunken Diamond.
They do.
Is it below sea level?
No, it's kind of in a little like hillside too. You know that because of Bill Gould, don't you?
Yeah, Professor Bill Gould, one of their broadcasters.
It's a beautiful place.
3-2 pitch, low and away. I always thought it was the second prettiest campus I've ever seen.
Not that you're biased at all.
Colgate has to be number one, but
what do you mean it has to be?
Because it's beautiful. Because they take the pictures in late September where the leaves are turned. If they took them in January, it'd be a lot of brown snow. Leadoff man walks. He worked for that. Here's Rafi Devers with a 6-game hit streak, 11 for 23 since coming back from the injury, and he takes outside. Fastball at 96, but not close. Eric Miller's from suburban St. Louis, where he played high school ball and then went west. The 1-0 delivery. That's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Red Sox getting a leadoff walk from Duran, who's 9 for 10 in steals. Here's the pitch home. Taking high, ball 3.
The old Horace Greeley, go west, young man. That was advice I heeded.
Yeah, he went from Virginia to Stanford. A long way from home. Eric Miller stayed there with the Giants. 3-0 pitch coming. And Rafi takes low, ball 4. The home plate umpire Clint Bondrek missed a couple of calls at first base last night that were overturned, but supervisor of umpires Kevin O'Connor telling us he's one of the best young umpires in the game.
Yeah, when you watch all these things get rated balls and strike, he's really good at that.
And he was up and down last year from the International League to the big leagues, but he was made full-time before this season began.
It's better, Joe. We're getting these younger umpires up here.
They hustle more, generally speaking. Still see some of the attitudes, like that Hunter Wendelstedt thing with Aaron Boone. He didn't do himself any favors, especially in his post-game comments. Yeah, post-game comments really made it worse. 2 on, nobody out. A couple of walks for Rob Refsnyder, who loves lefties. And Ref is hitting .379 with a home run, 6 RBIs, hitting righties well. And lefties, of course, as always. The pitch, he takes a strike over the inside corner with a changeup. You like that with back. 3 for 8 with men in scoring position is Ref, who's out of Korea originally, adopted by a California family. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and it's 0-2. 15 pitches already and only 7 strikes for Eric Miller, the rookie. Runners lead at first and second. The pitch. Strike over the inside edge at the knees, and Refsnyder goes down looking. That was a very close pitch. They called it a changeup down and in. Let's see, couldn't pull the trigger. Yeah, pretty good looking pitch, actually.
So rarely see that from Rob.
So, 1 out, 2 on for Tyler O'Neill. 3rd in home runs with 9, hitting .320 with 12 runs batted in. The lefty deals, and there's a strike over the outside edge with a changeup. So 3 straight. The Bell Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer, supporting the Jimmy Fund. $50 for every strikeout from the Arbella Insurance to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. The 0-1 deal. Swing and ground ball hit to third. Chapman fires to second, out on to first. Easy double play. Long place to hit it to Matt Chapman. So the walk's harmless after 1, no score in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Baseball is in full swing. NBA playoffs are heating up, and your NFL team is gearing up for training camp. Listen to the latest on the teams you love here on the Odyssey app. The biggest sports radio stations in the country, providing unrivaled local coverage of their teams, all in one place. Exclusive interviews with players, coaches, and team executives, streaming live and always available on demand. Stay in the know with your favorite teams right here on the Odyssey app.
Add some sizzle to your next special occasion with the Kansas City Steak Company. The most tender, world-class premium steaks delivered right to your door. Get 15% off plus free shipping right now at kansascitysteaks.com. Use promo code DR15.
Do you hear that? Didn't think so. That's the sound of your engine building up harmful deposits. And unfortunately, that starts the moment you drive it off the lot. But here's the good news. Valvoline has revolutionized a way to completely reverse them. Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect. It's the first and only motor oil that restores pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. That's right, 100%. Restoring your pistons to factory clean. New Restore and Protect from Valvoline.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
We go to the second inning, and leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order, Michael Conforto, the former Met. Brought to you by Herb Chambers Infinity of Westboro. The pitch is too high, ball 1 from Kutter Crawford. For a 266, 5 homers. He's knocked in 16. His second year with the Giants, who signed him as a free agent after he left the New York Mets. Conforto now 31 years old. The pitch. Swinger, high ground ball right to the second baseman. Valdez has it easily and throws to first. 1 up and 1 out here for Tiro Estrada, the second baseman, at 229 with 4 home runs. Time now for our league leaders who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader, residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. Here's the pitch home, and a check swing roller foul. The Baltimore Orioles lead the AL East by 1 game over the Yankees. The Red Sox 2.5 back. Toronto lost today, so at the moment 6 off the pace, and Tampa Bay lost right now 14-19, 7 back. The 0-1, swinging a high pop-up, first base side, foul ground. Dominic Smith going over near the top, runs into the fence. The ball's out of play in the stands. I hope he's okay. Hit that barrier hard.
Might have hurt the wall more than himself.
He's flexing his fingers. Dominic Smith wearing number 2. Last worn so elegantly and so well by the great Xander Bogaerts.
You will see a jersey with the number 2 on it, a smaller one in our booth tomorrow.
Your son Bailey, his favorite player,
still checks the box scores all the time.
Dominic might have hurt his hand a little bit. He's looking at his fingers. The pitch, swinging a pop-up, first base side. Smith is under it. Fair ground, even with a bag, makes the catch. 2 quick outs here for Kutter. And here's Mike Yastrzemski. Did not get hit last night. 228 overall with 2 homers. But he's been swinging better of late, 9 of his last 24. I was talking to Garrett Cooper before the game, and he took batting practice. He said he dodged the bullet last night, but the hand was sore as he was swinging the bat, still hitting it well. Very nice young man out of Manhattan Beach, California, low for a ball. Now lives down in Coral Gables, Florida, after his years with the Miami Marlins. Red Hot Royals won again, beating Toronto 6-1. Here's the pitch, and a hard ground ball right side. Diving stab, Valdez gets up, throws, got him. That's the third play he's made like that this week. Diving play to his left by Valdez, and 1-2-3 they go after 1.5, 0-0. The Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey everyone, Boomer Esiason here. The NFL draft is behind us and your favorite team is now gearing up for week number 1. The free Odyssey app puts you right in the middle of the pro football conversation with the biggest sports radio stations from across the country. The local voices who know your team the best, giving you their unfiltered takes on the current state of your squad. It's always football season right here on the free Odyssey app.
Near you.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there, providing hot meals, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, it's Greg, and we're back on the road again this week. Come hang with us on Thursday, the night before our road show broadcast in South Kingstown, Rhode Island, from 7:30 to 9:30 at Ocean Mist. Please drink responsibly.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
In the arm of the Red Sox, William Abreu and the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Cadillac of Linfield, Cadillac of Warwick. And the Giants have already made a pitching change. Miller went 1 inning, walked 2, but double play helped him out. This is Dalton Jeffries, just called up from AAA today. His first pitch is a ball, a sinker missing to Abreu. Is a .316 with 2 homers and 12 RBIs. Expect some length from Jeffries. The pitch misses low and inside. They sent out Landon Roop, who finished the game last night. So Jeffries on to work here. Here's a call strike. Right-hander signed a minor league deal with the Giants in December. Was with him earlier this season. Started the March 31st game against San Diego. That's low and inside. Through 2 innings, gave up 9 runs, 5 earned, on 9 hits and 2 homers, and was optioned to Sacramento the next day. There he was 1-0 with a .344 ERA. Here's the delivery. It's low and inside. Red Sox draw their 3rd walk of the game. Jeffries has had Tommy John surgery twice, and also thoracic outlet syndrome surgery. He had 14 Major League career appearances with the Oakland A's from 20 through 22. So he walks the first man he faces in his return to the show. And here comes Connor Wong at .343 with 5 homers. He takes a sinker low for ball 1. So Miller 1 inning. No runs, no hits, 2 walks and a K. And a big double play ball. Wong, the right-hand batter, swings and dribbles a foul off the end of the bat on a slider away. So trying to piece this one together with their bullpen, which has not been the strongest point of their club this year. The 1-1 is low and away. Abreu very capable of stealing a bag. 2-1 the count. 8 pitches, only 2 strikes for Dalton Jeffries. The 2-1 pitch. Outside and low, so 3-1.
Like so many, 2 Tommy Johns and a really arduous recovery. I mean, it took him forever to recover. He long considered quitting the game.
And he gave up those 9 runs in his first appearance and only appearance in the bigs this year. Pitch swing and a foul tip into the mitt on a high fastball up and away. We'll check our Subaru of New England scoreboard. That Love Bloom in a 24 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruNewEngland.com. 3-2. Let's see what Abreu does. Here's the set. Willier does not go, and the pitch is in there for strike 3. Well, that was right down the middle. He may have been looking for something else, but he got a sinker at 93 down Broadway. The only ball played by the Red Sox so far, the double play ball, hit into by O'Neill. Now here's Dominic Smith in his Red Sox debut. Long time New York Met, played with Washington last year. This year was signed with Tampa Bay. Had an out in his claws as he was playing at the AAA Durham. The runner goes, first pitch, it's low for a ball to throw on one hop, too late. Stolen base for Willier as the catcher Tom Murphy's throw bounced on one hop. It was accurate.
Red Sox are just thrilled Patrick Bailey's not behind the plate. You get the sense they'll run more tonight.
Abreu now 5 for 5 in steals. So he's in scoring position with one out. Dominic Smith, 58 career homers. Former #1 pick of the Mets, he grounds a foul left side. He seemed to be flexing his fingers after he ran into the barrier there, chasing a foul pop-up that went into the stands.
If you play first base for the Red Sox this year, it has been a tough road. Magnet for injuries.
No question. The 1-1. And the pickoff throw, he's back standing. Safety goes off the mitt of the shortstop, but second baseman picks it up in shallow right center. No further advance.
Don't you wonder, I mean, I think we have a pretty good idea, but wouldn't you love to be inside Dom Smith's mind? Like 48 hours ago, I don't know where the Durham Bulls were, but maybe he was in Rochester or something like that, and here he is at Fenway Park.
Starting. And that's why the lineup wasn't announced till just before game time. He had to go through a physical. 21 games at Durham, he had 263 with 2 homers, and he takes low and inside.
I will say it pains me a little bit to see number 2 on his back.
Yes, indeed. Of course, also worn so well by Jerry Remy.
And Justin Turner last year, so it's not the first.
Smith actually went to training camp with the Cubs, played in 9 games. He takes another one low. It's 3-1. He's played 600 career Major League games, mostly with the Mets. 248 for his career, 58 home runs. Former #1 pick. He's from Southern California. The pitch is swung on, hit in the air to right center field, but Yastrzemski, a few steps to his glove side, makes the catch. Moving to his right with a bullpen split. Smith hit it pretty well, but he's out. 2 gone. And it brings up Manuel Valdez. Made a very good defensive play to the top of the inning, hitting 151. 2 homers and 10 RBIs, though he's hit the ball a lot harder than the numbers would indicate. Tough break for the Orioles today. They had to put Grayson Rodriguez on the injured list with shoulder inflammation. They called up the former star lefty John Means. The pitch he swung on and missed. He worked him down and away. 4 scoreless innings played with the Yankees and Birds in Baltimore, 0-0. Corbin Burns against Luis Heel of the Yankees. 1-0 pitch. Valdez takes a little bit low.
1 base runner through 4 innings from Heel. Really good.
Finals this afternoon. Tigers beat the Cardinals 4-1. The Brew Crew, 2 home runs from Willie Adames, pounded Tampa Bay 7-1. There's a foul to the left out of play. The Twins got some help from the White Sox defense and their bullpen and rolled to a 10-5 win. Their 10th straight. They're now 7-0 against the White Sox. Royals over the Blue Jays 6-1. They keep first place in the Central. Athletics 4, Pirates nothing, a final. Braves behind Chris Sale beat the Mariners 5-2. The Phils nipped the Angels 2-1. And there's strike 3 over the outside edge on a pitch around the knees to retire the side. Now, Red Sox have only put 2 balls in play. No score after 2 in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey everyone, Boomer Esiason here. The NFL Draft is behind us and your favorite team is now gearing up for week number 1. The free Odyssey app puts you right in the middle of the pro football conversation with the biggest sports radio stations from across the country. The local voices who know your team the best, giving you their unfiltered takes on the current state of your squad. It's always football season right here on the free Odyssey app.
Sure, a card and some flowers are nice for Mom, but why not add some sizzle by giving her delectable, mouth-watering steaks from the Kansas City Steak Company? Choose from a variety of gift packs like the Classic Steak Sizzler, the Prime Steak Sampler, or Filet Mignon and Lobster Tails. And the Kansas City Steak Company delivers them right to your door. Plus, the unofficial start to summer is much closer than you think, so now's the time to stock up for grilling season. Get 15% off and free shipping right now at kansascitysteak.com by using promo code DR15.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Hey, it's Fourier. As we gear up for air conditioning season, beat the rush by contacting McFarland Energy today to upgrade your AC system. Thinking about ductless for that 3-season room? They've got you covered. And mention WEEI to save $500 on any AC install. North Shore, Greater Boston to the Cape. Homeowners trust McFarland for top-notch home heating oil delivery and HVAC services. Learn more at McFarlandEnergy.com and be sure to ask about BioHeat, a much cleaner alternative.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Kutter Crawford retired the side in order last time out, brought to you by AZEK Exteriors, featuring new AZEK bevel and shake siding, engineered to deliver classic beauty but without all the maintenance. Visit azekexteriors.com for the third. As ball one is delivered, here's Will Fleming.
That's sort of what you think of your wife, Jan, right? Beauty without all the maintenance.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch is fouled off.
I'm the high maintenance.
Lord knows that's true. Well, you're not high maintenance. You just, you need people to help you do certain things in life.
Technical things,
yes. Anything with a plug. Here's the 1-1 from Crawford, and it's crushed high and deep into left field. Forget about it. This thing is out of Fenway, off the Nationals sign. Tom Murphy, of all people, hits the first home run of the year against Kutter Crawford, and it's 1-0 Giants.
51 and 2/3 innings he had pitched without allowing a home run, dating back to last September 18th in Texas. Longest streak in the majors.
You can't predict baseball. Tom Murphy, a guy who in his career, over almost 1,000 at-bats, does have 48 home runs. Here's Nick Ahmed. So the scoreless tie is broken. First Giant lead of the series, and Ahmed swings over the top of a Crawford cutter, and it's 0-1. Stunner. Giants have been awful early in games offensively for whatever reason. The 0-1 is chopped foul. We mentioned Mark Simon last night. He runs all the numbers for their broadcast team. And one of the things that he points out is in the early innings, they're at the very bottom of baseball. And from the 7th inning on, as we sort of saw last night, excellent offensive production, but a 3rd inning home run. It's the scoring start at 0-2. Pitch, swing and a miss, and Kutter bounces back. Good strikeout, his 3rd. And with one down, here comes Jung-Hoo Lee.
Cabrera just homered for the Yankees, a 2-run shot off Corbin Burns. They lead Baltimore 2-0 in the 5th.
Shoulder injury, as you said, for Grayson Rodriguez. They get Means back and lose Grayson. It's just the way the game's going right now with Lee, who singled his first time digging in. Here's the pitch. Curveball, and a good one. In there for strike one. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers, Lincoln of Norwood and Lincoln of Westboro. It's a little bit bizarre for me, by the way, when that home run is in the air. Watching it clang off the national sign. The 0-1 pitch is lined into left field. In and to his left is Refsnyder. He's there to make the play. And as I watch the ball hit off the national car sign, in the background I hear a voice that I've heard probably more than any other in my entire life, calling that home run in the booth next to us.
Your brother, you'll be joining him.
Yeah.
Radio in the 5th inning.
Most times in our childhood was, get off of me. Get out of here. Here's the pitch to the right-handed hitting Jorge Soler.
He was the older brother, right?
Yeah, he was. Strike one.
Still is.
Indeed. Hard for me to believe how long it's 0-1. 2 down, a run in for San Francisco. The pitch fouled off the end of the bat, a cut fastball, and it's 0-2.
How many years did he do Pawtucket Red Sox games?
3.
3 years.
01, 02, and 03. And then off to San Francisco. And 6 years later, they won their first of 3 World Series in a 5-year run. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Shot into center field, but Duran will be there. That was right on a line. Jaron took 2 steps to his left. Made the play, and the inning is over. Leadoff home run, though, for the Giants. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0. Visitors on the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey everyone, Boomer Esiason here. The NFL Draft is behind us and your favorite team is now gearing up for week number 1. The free Odyssey app puts you right in the middle of the pro football conversation with the biggest sports radio stations from across the country. The local voices who know your team the best, giving you their unfiltered takes on the current state of your squad. It's always football season right here on the free Odyssey app.
Sure, a card and some flowers are nice for Mom, but why not add some sizzle by giving her delectable, mouth-watering steaks from the Kansas City Steak Company? Choose from a variety of gift packs like the Classic Steak Sizzler, the Prime Steak Sampler, or Filet Mignon and Lobster Tails. And the Kansas City Steak Company delivers them right to your door. Plus, the unofficial start to summer is much closer than you think, so now's the time to stock up for grilling season. Get 15% off and free shipping right now at kansascitysteak.com by using promo code DR15.
I, for one, am getting a little tired with everybody else stealing my thunder. Andy Hart, Chris Scheim, Rob Bradford, all hogging up the airtime when I was really the Awaken 180 OG. So how about this? I want to propose a challenge. Better yet, an opportunity for our listeners. How about setting a goal to lose 40 pounds by the 4th? Has a different ring to it when you have a finish line, right? 40 by the 4th. So imagine this. Your scale shows 240 today. How about watching that dip to a cool 200 by Independence Day? Or maybe it's reading like mine was, over 300. And, well, how would you feel seeing it to be 260 by the 4th? And maybe on your way to losing 100 pounds like I did. I did it with Awaken 180, and looking back, it only took me 5 weeks to drop my first 40 pounds. Now, granted, that's not the norm. I'm an overachiever, you can say. But regardless, 40 by the 4th is doable. Celebrate Independence Day, shirt off, confident, knowing the weight's going to stay off. Set your goal and reach it at awaken180weightloss.com.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Ceddanne Rafaela to lead it off for the Red Sox. In the home half of the third, he can't stop his swing on a curveball. He's off the plate and away, but strike one to Ceddanne. Ceddanne $186 in last night's game, 0 for 4 with a couple strikeouts. Right-handed hitter takes low and outside, curveball. He's going to see that stuff over and over again until he shows the league that he can lay off of it. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line looper up the middle, back into the second baseman, but not enough on the throw over to first. It's an infield hit for Ceddanne Rafaela. That sets the table. As they flip the lineup card over, here comes Jaron Duran. Luis Ortiz, the wonderful assistant hitting coach for the Red Sox, who is such a thoughtful guy, intelligent, and expresses himself in a way that not many really do in this game. And I think he's able to sort of explain things to hitters of all shapes and sizes in really powerful ways. Here's Jaron Duran. The pitch to him is outside. He had a chat with Ceddanne, he told me, about a week ago, where he just showed him some video and said, you need to do everything you can to stay back on your right foot. Stay back. Don't lunge forward. 1-0 to Duran. The pitch is outside. And Louis showed him the video and his positioning in some cases before the pitch came through. He said, you could be a good left-handed hitter from here. You're so far out in front. And that message seems to have really clicked with him, trying to really force him to stay up the middle. He did so there. 2-0 to Duran, who's done a great job of that lately. Here's the pitch. Outside. They're staying away from him.
Well, Luis Ortiz is a very, very great guy. He's a gentleman, also very well educated. He was the first college graduate from the Dominican Republic to make the big leagues.
3-0 is a strike. I mean, he can talk to guys of all levels, but he does incorporate things like physics and high-level topics when breaking it down. But as I said, he does distill things in a really nice way. It also happens to just be extraordinarily pleasant. 3-1 to Duran. Rafaela not going. The pitch is outside, ball 4, and the Red Sox have drawn their 4th walk of the game. Time to cash some of these in for the second time in 3 innings. They got 2 on with nobody out.
Yeah, last night they won 4-0, but they left 13 men. Now we've had 5 base runners already in 2 innings plus.
This would be a good time for Rafi to find something. Sort of interesting splits for Devers this year. He's been pitched more carefully. He has walked 14 times. His on-base average is above 400. Wide open stance. The pitch is outside. More patience from him. The downside for Devers to this point is that his slugging percentage is way lower than usual. 465 for him. I mean, he's a career 350 on-base guy, 55 points higher than that this season. 1-0, a big chance here with 2 on. The pitch, swing, and a high fly down the left field line, really carrying back toward the wall, and it's off the Jim Beam sign. Rafaela is going to be waved home. Great read by him and Kyle Hudson. A back-spinning high fly for Devers. Nobody else on earth does that, but it ties the game at 1.
That was the ultimate paint scraper. High fly ball, not even a warning track in many parks, but here it's scraped the paint on the way down off the Jim Beam sign. And the Red Sox have their best and fastest base runners on.
I mean, he missed that ball, but for him, the ability to power balls the other way, just got the green. A lefty's best friend here. Now Ref Snyder. For the second time, he takes outside ball 1. Logan Webb, who is a big-time strike thrower, totally struggled last night to throw first pitch strikes, and all the Giant pitchers are doing the same thing here tonight.
Is it fear of Fenway?
1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul down the right field side. I think it's some of that. Cold temperatures, although they're not unaccustomed to that out in the Bay Area. In the case of these guys tonight, Miller and Jeffries, I think a lot of it is just inexperience. Ref Snyder struck out on 3 pitches his first time. The 1-1 here is a strike on the inside corner. It was almost shocking to see him do that. Ref Snyder so regularly battles his way back into ABs. I think you can expect that again from him here.
Ground ball to second is short, would produce the go-ahead run, but the infield back there.
1-2. Here's the pitch. And he fouls it straight back.
Jeffries, #1 pick of the Oakland Athletics out of Cal Berkeley. They like their Bay Area pitchers for the Giants.
One and 2 to Ref Snyder. Second and third, they lead the pitch. That's low. Good take on a changeup, and it's 2-2. The third inning, fueled by Citgo. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement parks, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going.
It was Devers' first wall ball this year.
Put it in the spiral notebook. 2-2. Pitch. Swinging a line hopper to short. It'll get the run in. Nice pick there by Ahmed. Devers back to second. Throw to first in time. He hit that very hard. Gets the job done, and it's 2-1 Red Sox.
Really smooth play by the East Longmeadow native.
He does that a lot, does Ahmed. So now the Red Sox, what a nice answer after the home run. They put 2 up, Still a runner in scoring position with one out for Tyler O'Neill. For every double, we donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association, thanks in part to the Mass Health Connector. O'Neill rips one foul all over that curveball. That kind of swing tells you I think he was looking for that pitch. Yanked it into the seats a little bit early, and it's 0-1. Tyler O'Neill, what a month of April he had. 9 homers, only 12 runs batted in. Some of these solo homers. 0-1 the pitch. That's low. You and I both believe in the power of the RBI, and those who think it's not an important stat, that goes too far. But the discrepancy between O'Neill and Rafaela is a pretty instructive tale as to what some people think. The 1-1 is a strike on the outside corner. I mean, Cedar Rafaela has 17 runs batted in. Of course, 7 came in one game. But he's hitting a .186 with a .343 slug, while O'Neill slugging at .693 with 9 home runs. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back. Took a big rip at a fastball, and it's 1-2. But it's a skill. There's just no question about it. I was talking to Hunter Pence about that yesterday. He's here doing TV on the Giants side. Hunter, great player in his own right. Won the 2012 World Series with the Giants. The 1-2, swing and a miss. O'Neill goes down on strikes. That's Astros, Rangers, Phillies, Giants. And he was talking about Carlos Lee, who I know you remember, Joe, the big, huge slugging right-hander.
The fielder, yeah.
And a great RBI man. And, you know, Hunter's point was, look, when you're in the dugout, you watch these pitchers. When there are runners in scoring position, they're doing everything they can to prevent you from driving in those runs. Here's Willier, and he takes a borderline pitch called a strike. That looked to be well off the plate, but it's 0-1 to Willier. 2-1 Red Sox with 2 down in the third inning. Devers still at second base. Put him ahead with a double. Rather, he tied the game, and here's a hard ground ball to the right side. The second baseman, Estrada, has it. Throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Well, the Red Sox do get 2. I think they'll probably feel like they could have done a little bit more. As it is, Raffy catches some green, and because of that, 2-1 Red Sox in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Thursday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Sox fans, the boys of summer are back, and the future is here.
Casas absolutely obliterated that ball.
Jarren Duran leading off with a home run.
With the free Odyssey app, you can catch every Devers blast with Hall of Fame Joe on the call.
Another opposite field home run for Raffy Devers.
Your soundtrack to summer is on Boston Sports Original with every Sox game live on the Odyssey app with WEEI. Download it today. AUDACY. Live games available for fans in market only.
Add some sizzle to your next special occasion with the Kansas City Steak Company. The most tender, world-class premium steaks delivered right to your door. Get 15% off plus free shipping right now at kansascitysteaks.com. Use promo code DR15.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Lamont Wade Jr. leading it off against Kutter Crawford. He throws a strike on the outside corner with a cutter, and it's 0-1. Celtics having fun. Just down the way, they're up 16. Minute to go in the first quarter. It's the Derek White show again. 0-1 is low. He got 15 points in the first quarter.
Hot hand.
Apparently Jason Tatum didn't attempt a field goal till there were a couple minutes left in the first quarter. He's now made both of his threes. He's got 9. 1-1 from Crawford to Lamont Wade. 2-1 Red Sox in the fourth. Here's the pitch. High fly into left. Ref Snyder in front of the Masons sign on to the track. He's there.
Send best wishes to Mike Gorman. retiring a longtime Celtics TV play-by-play broadcaster. I guess after this round they move on to network coverage, but Mike's had a wonderful career.
He said he'll never forgive the NBA for selling out to the cable networks in the playoffs. I mean, it's true. A lot is lost for a local market to not hear their guys do playoff games as Matt Chapman takes strike one.
That's why we've always been so blessed that the radio is allowed to broadcast even through the World Series, at least on the flagship station.
Can you believe it? 0-1 to Chapman. Fouled off the end of the bat. We take 10 seconds. Station ID on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Well, Fleming, Joe Castiglione, top four at Fenway, 2-1 Sox. Crawford misses in the dirt with a sweeper. It's 1-2. Yeah, Mike is probably done after this game. Jack Edwards, a very emotional goodbye in the Nesson booth at the Garden last night after the Bruins lost in overtime to the Maple Leafs. He and Andy Brickley have been together all those years. It was really heartfelt, powerful combined goodbye. The 1-2. Curveball pop foul on the first base side. Dom Smith gives it a look, and after crashing into the barrier last time, this time he puts the brakes on. It's out of play. But, Jack, who has been very open about some of his health issues, sort of undiagnosed what's going on with his speech. It's been a huge struggle for a guy who's been such a talented and wonderful broadcaster for so long.
Love his passion, too. Great guy.
1-2. Here's the pitch. Low. He's hoping that tomorrow night in Toronto, one more time, he can say, and again, the Leafs are mulch. Once they put the camera in the booth, everybody really got into the idea that he's like pumping his fists like a fan would during the broadcast. Such a huge part of his charm. The 2-2 is a swing and a foul tip into the mid of Wong, and Chapman is gone. 2 down. That'll bring up Michael Conforto. The fourth inning is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.com. But, the two of them talk so much about how they feel like they are teammates and how the friendship that they've formed carried out over the airwaves. And I think anybody who's watched those two would totally agree as Conforto stands in. And that pitch misses outside, ball went. Because you know this, Joe, of all the partners you've worked with, any of us who do this on air all the time, know that chemistry is sort of a hard thing to pinpoint and find. 1-0 pitch is high. It can happen with people who are different personality types. To me, almost the root of all of that, though, is almost like a selflessness. Because in any broadcast or telecast, there are so many times when you can be additive or you could contradict. The 2-0 pitch is outside. And, you're not always thinking along the exact same lines, but the willingness to kind of go places with your partner, that's what makes it so fun.
Especially in baseball where you have so much time, even with a pitch clock. With that time in basketball or hockey, action moving faster.
3-0 is a strike. Yeah, like in an NBA telecast, you're probably not getting to the All-Valentine's team, I don't think.
I don't think so. And they play on Valentine's Day. We don't.
We're getting closer and closer. 2 down in the fourth, 2-1 Sox. The pitch is ball 4. He lost him. So now Michael Conforto gets to trot down to first base. The Baseball Reference, the wonderful research website, has got a really fun feature called the Baseball Oracle. You can type in 2 names, and it will find a way to connect them, like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon in baseball. You do not need to do that for Dom Smith and Michael Conforto over at first. Former teammates with the Mets. Here's a high fly into left field. This is trouble. It is back, and it's off the beam sign. Refsnyder plays the carom with a bare hand and throws to second. Holding at third is Conforto. A high fly for Thairo Estrada. That was really hit well. And here come the Giants again, second and third with 2 down.
We got a cool text from our friend Rex Hudler, the former infielder and Kansas City TV analyst today. He said, John Schreiber told me you nicknamed him Johnny Leverage. He says, can I use that? Well, he is Johnny Leverage. 14 in the third innings, 1 earned run, 8 hits, 2 wins.
Could be an all-star.
Let's hope he is.
Take that, Rob Bradford. He is John Leverage. Here's Mike Yastrzemski, who takes a fastball high for ball 1. It's not like he told Rex Hudler that he's 8 Mile and Huddy's asking you about that.
8 Mile's a series of street names in the Detroit area.
And a movie starring Eminem. 1-0 the pitch. Swing and a miss by Yastrzemski. And it's 1-1. I was curious because of that baseball Oracle deal with Smith and Conforto. I tried to connect Bob Melvin to Alex Cora. It was very interesting. 1-1. Here's the pitch and a bunt by Yastrzemski down the third base line. Devers gloves. He's got no play. Mike Yastrzemski at Fenway Park bunts for a game-tying hit.
Something I don't remember his grandfather doing.
No. The ultimate sneak attack. That was a really cool play. They read the defense, laid it perfectly down the line. So now the Giants have tied the game at 2. Estrada over to third. Yaz at first. And a 2-out rally for the Giants. Crawford, more loud contact. 10 hits in his last start, 4 tonight, including that bunt hit. And here now Tom Murphy, who launched a home run his first time. Pitch is a strike. So I put Cora and Melvin into this baseball oracle. And this is cool. Alex Cora played with Curt Schilling for the 2007 Boston Red Sox. Curt Schilling played with Bob Melvin for the 1990 Baltimore Orioles. Here's a pitch on the inside corner for another strike. It's 0-2. So there you go, just 1 degree. Schill, connector. That's not often said of him. 0-2 is a little bit high. 2-2 the score on a cool but beautiful night at Fenway Park. Sox trying to do something they've not done since last July. That is win consecutive series here. The 1-2 high and in. A fastball from Crawford. He's thrown now 59 pitches. And it's 2-2.
And not quite as sharp as he's been.
Put so much work in the offseason to strengthen his lower half to be able to go deeper in games. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fastball elevated. And the inning is over. Well, the Giants tied the game. A 2-out walk sparked everything. That will frustrate Kutter, but he made a big pitch there to limit the damage. To the bottom of the 4th. Tied at 2 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Sometimes when life brings you change, you also have to change your health coverage. Like when you're having a baby, or getting married, or turning 26 and aging off your parents' plan, or even when you're no longer covered by insurance you had through your job. At HealthSource RI, we can help you change coverage to keep up with these life changes and others. Learn about all the life events and changes that may qualify you for health coverage at healthsourceri.com.
Take outdoor living beyond ordinary with Decorators Decking, available at Riverhead Building Supply. Make Decorators your choice for hassle-free, high-quality decking with a robust warranty. Choose from a variety of finishes and lifestyle-friendly features. Learn more at rbscorp.com.
We get it. Attention spans just aren't what they used to be. Heads in social media and eyes on Netflix. But what do people do with their ears? Well, for one, they're listening to audio. Americans spend 4.4 hours with audio every day. Oh, and you want the proof? Well, you just sat through this ad that's now approaching 30 seconds. What could you say to a potential customer in 30 seconds? Let Odyssey put together a media plan tailor-made for your unique marketing needs. Advertise with Odyssey. Visit ads.odyssey.com.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination, and then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you, around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Connor Wong leading it off. Swing and a miss at a curveball to begin things in the bottom of the fourth. Wong, then Dom Smith, the newest member of the Red Sox, and Enmanuel Valdez. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Volvo Cars of Norwood. Here's a high drive into left field. It's way back and it's off the top of the wall. Wong missed a home run by inches just underneath the three-colored line up there. That was a moonshot by Wong, and it's a leadoff double to begin the fourth. Volvo Cars of Norwood almost got the plug of a lifetime. That thing was smoked.
Right in his wheelhouse, about thigh high in the inner half.
He's been doing that, Joe. He's so much more prepared to hit early in counts. Took away the leg kick, more simple through the zone. Red Sox looking to answer back again. Here's Dom Smith, who flied to right his first time.
Really can't tell if Carly Strepsky ever had a bunt single like his grandson just put down there, but Yaz did sacrifice 13 times in his long career.
I mean, it's possible that like he was trying to sacrifice a 1-0 as a strike on the inside corner. It got misplayed, a good bunt, and was a hit. Don't you have a hard time believing that he ever willingly did that to bunt for a hit?
Maybe in his early days, but I wouldn't think so. Those were slugging teams.
Ground ball to the right side, a productive out for Dom Smith. Throw to first in time. On the play, Wong is over to third. So a chance to take the lead right back. It'll be up to Enmanuel Valdez. Red Sox baseball brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Now during Truck Month, get a great deal on Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks in America for 47 years straight. All right, here's Valdez, who's had some difficulties offensively lately. Got to put the ball in play. The first one is in play, and it's going to get the run home. It's back toward the wall, and it's off the scoreboard. Coming home is Wong. Valdez has got to hurry. He's around first. Slides in. Safe. And did he get his foot back on the bag? He did. Valdez slid through the bag. Then the tag was applied, but Valdez by that time apparently had his right foot back on the base. It's an RBI hit of some kind, and it's 3-2 Red Sox. And they're not going to look. That was so acrobatic. I mean, they played the carom beautifully. It hit that flat ledge at the top of the manual scoreboard and took a high hop so that Yastrzemski could play it in the air and throw on a line to the second baseman Estrada, who dove in. And now Bob Melvin is coming out maybe to talk to his pitcher here and make a move. That was awesome from Valdez because at the beginning, he was going to be tagged out. He went into a swim move to avoid the tag. That carried him off the base toward home plate. And then, as the second baseman Estrada dove back toward him to try to reapply the tag, he got the toe back onto it. That was cool.
Rogers' pitch last night is loosening.
You would think that Rafael is up now, and that with Duran and Devers coming up, this would be the last hitter for Jeffries. And another double for the Red Sox, 2 in the inning. And whether or not that hit the top of the wall or not, that was a really quality AB for Enmanuel Valdez. Just what you're looking to do. So they get the lead back again. Fourth lead change of the day. Here's a looper up the middle. The shortstop, Ahmed, has it. And on one pitch, Rafaela is gone. And we'll see what they do here, whether they go to the lefty Rogers with Duran making his way toward home plate.
Now this is a bullpen game. They need some length, and they were hoping Jeffries could give them length when they called him up.
Well, the Connor Wong hit would have been a home run at Wrigley and only Wrigley. Here's Jarren Duran. He takes strike on the inside corner. Jarren has twice walked, scored a run in the third. On one. Down and in. Changeup, staying patient. And it's 1-1. Duran on base at a 391 clip. O'Neill tops on the team at 433. 1-1. Low. Sinking fastball, and it's 2-1. Yankees a 2-0 lead at Camden Yards because of the Oswaldo Cabrera home run. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball fair inside the first base bag, and that's going to get another run home. It takes a bounce toward the wall in right. Duran is around second. He heads for third. A nice recovery by Yastrzemski. It's another triple for Jarren Duran, and it's 4-2 Red Sox. That slipped past the tarp, past the wall, and then took a carom back towards the bean sign in the 380. If it could just shoot past Yastrzemski, maybe Duran would have a chance.
He would have touched them all. His fourth triple. Took a wicked hop off one of the billboards there. He did very well to hold the 3 bases. Bob Melvin out there, batter too late.
Well, it was Abreu last night, and Duran tonight. The triple machines, the Red Sox are. And Jarren's got 2 triples in his last 3 games.
This might be the best triple park in baseball. The contours out there.
I would think so. As John Miller said the other night about that area past the right field wall where Duran just hit that ball, sometimes we call it a corner, but it's really not a corner. I mean, it's a curved portion of the wall past the pesky pole and all the way out to 380. So I think your point is the right one, Joe, where ordinarily, if they had a little more length in their bullpen and they weren't leaning on Jeffries, that seems like a no-brainer pitching change to go to the lefty for Duran. They did not do it, and they paid the price. So the igniter, Jarren Duran, has been on base all 3 times in this game. And how about this? Now, he's been on base 7 of 8 times in this series, and even better than that, he was on base the last 2 in the game against Chicago on Sunday, including a triple. And so, Jarren Duran has been on base in 9 of his last 10 plate appearances.
That's the ultimate for a leadoff man.
So the O's trailing the Yanks 2-0 in the Subaru of New England scoreboard. The Love Spring event is here. Drive away in a brand new 24 Subaru. Find your authorized retailer at Subaru of NewEngland.com. Rogers came on yesterday to face Devers in the 6th inning and promptly walked him. So Rafi will see him again, already the 3rd pitcher. And Red Sox have done this really all homestand long. They've gotten into the bullpen pretty quickly. So Jeffries does not give Bob Melvin much length. He goes 2 2/3 innings. And here's Rafi. Duran at 3rd. The pitch is a little bit low and outside. Sinking fastball, and it's 1-0. Duran leads at 3rd. The 1-0 is way outside, ball 2. Taylor Rogers this season has not thrown a wild pitch. 2-0 to Devers. 2 runs in and a lead for the Sox. Here's a big swing and a foul back. I think he'd like that pitch back. Rogers, lefties are hitting .385 against him, which is really surprising. 2-1 to Devers. Valdez and Duran have driven in runs in this 4th inning. Hitters count for Rafi. The pitch is up the middle, a big bounder. Ahmed back of the bag, so smooth has it. Throws to first in time. And the inning is over. However, the Red Sox, 2 doubles and a triple in the inning. They bring 2 more home, and they lead the Giants after 4-2 on the Shaw's N-Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Sometimes, when life brings you change, you also have to change your health coverage. Like when you're having a baby, or getting married, or turning 26 and aging off your parents' plan, or even when you're no longer covered by insurance you had through your job. At HealthSource RI, we can help you change coverage to keep up with these life changes and others. Learn about all the life events and changes that may qualify you for health coverage at healthsourceri.com.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right?
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Ooh, pass me the intercom thingy.
Attention shoppers. If you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Don't pay for water. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods.
Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Baseball is in full swing. NBA playoffs are heating up, and your NFL team is gearing up for training camp. Listen to the latest on the teams you love here on the Odyssey app. The biggest sports radio stations in the country, providing unrivaled local coverage of their teams, all in one place. Exclusive interviews with players, coaches, and team executives, streaming live and always available on demand. Stay in the know with your favorite teams right here on the Odyssey app.
Hey, did you know Vistaprint prints everything a small business needs? Like if a barbershop needs signage, we print outdoor signs, posters, and banners. Or if a ballet school needs merch,
1, 2,
we print tote bags, t-shirts, hoodies, hats. Or if a coffee shop needs a total refresh,
vanilla latte for Mike.
Vistaprint designs logos and prints it on menus, mugs, paper bags, anything. Because with Vistaprint, the printabilities are endless. Print it all with 25% off for new customers with code NEW25 at Vistaprint.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
4-2 Boston in the fifth inning. Leading off is Nick Ahmed in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Honda of Boston and Honda Burlington. Call strike one and a fastball from Kutter, who's given up 2 runs on 4 hits. He's walked 1, which cost him, and he's fanned 5. Right-hand batting shortstop from Yukon takes it outside. Ahmed struck out his first time up, 3 of his last 23. Had Crawford playing short for many years. He's now with the Cardinals. There's the pitch. And a ground ball hit high right at Devers. He grabs one-handed, fires a strike to first. And the leadoff man is out. 5-3 here in the fifth inning. Tomorrow night, a 1:35 game. Josh Winkowski gets the start against lefty Kyle Harrison, who's 2-1. Here is Lee, who's single to right, opening the game, and then line to left. Left-hand batter from Seoul, South Korea, takes a strike. The code word of the game is Mayday. It is Mayday. Let's hope we don't have that cry later in the game with the Red Sox leading it here. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal. The pitch. Check swing, and the cutter under the hands. He did not go. Cutter now at 65 pitches. 44 strikes. The 1-1 deal. Swinging a rocket hit to right field. Abreu going back and reaches up and makes the catch where the grass and track meet. Not far from the 380-foot marker. Oh, he got a good jump on that ball. That looked like it would be a double or triple when it left the bat. Lee hit it very hard. Well, he's really excelled in right field. The 110th pitch has been brought to you by the 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill, an official partner of the Red Sox Radio Network. Here is Jorge Soler, who's fouled to short and lined to center. The big free agent signing along with Matt Chapman. He takes it low and away, ball 1. (4-2) Red Sox in the fifth. 51 at game time here. Here's the delivery, and it's low and away, probably somewhere in the upper 20,000s. Here for this one. Giants have 12 coaches listed on their staff. They don't all travel. The pitch. Swinging a foul tip in and out of the mitt. Last year they're managed by Gabe Kapler, who's moved on to the Marlins organization. And they brought Bob Melvin, a Bay Area native, a Cal Berkeley product, and former Oakland A's manager back from San Diego to manage. One of the most respected managers in the game. Former Red Sox catcher. 2-1. That dips too low. Missed with a sinking fastball at 94. 2 out, nobody on. That's where the trouble started last inning. With a walk. The pitch, and Soler lines a bullet. Caught by Raffy. Oh, it almost took his glove off his hand in the left field. A bullet. Raffy up on his tiptoes, grabbed it, and is cradling the ball in his glove as he leaves the mound. Wow, that was hit ever so hard. He brought it down. That retires the side after 4.5. 4-2 Boston on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Sometimes when life brings you change, you also have to change your health coverage. Like when you're having a baby, or getting married, or turning 26 and aging off your parents' plan, or even when you're no longer covered by insurance you had through your job. At HealthSource RI, we can help you change coverage to keep up with these life changes and others. Learn about all the life events and changes that may qualify you for health coverage at healthsourceri.com.
We get it. Attention spans just aren't what they used to be. Heads in social media and eyes on Netflix. But what do people do with their ears? Well, for one, they're listening to audio. Americans spend 4.4 hours with audio every day. Oh, and you want the proof? Well, you just sat through this ad that's now approaching 30 seconds. What could you say to a potential customer in 30 seconds? Let Odyssey put together a media plan tailor-made for your unique marketing needs. Advertise with Odyssey. Visit ads.odyssey.com.
EasyCater presents We've Got Your Back. Up Singers.
Backing you up.
So I used to call the restaurant to order team lunches.
He called the restaurant.
They were super nice, but explaining everyone's dietary needs?
Who has time for that?
But then I found EasyCater. Vegan, gluten-free. Type in what you need and get tons of restaurants.
Tons.
Now ordering food for work is easy as pie.
And who doesn't love pie?
EasyCater has your back with over 100,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 on EasyCater.com and know.
We got your back.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Connor Rogers here, sitting to face Rob Refsnyder, who takes it outside. Rob struck out looking, then grounded to short to drive in a run in the third inning. Put the Red Sox ahead 2-1. They lead at 4-2 right now. The slim lefty deals and leaves a breaking ball up and away. Connor Rogers listed at 6'4", 180. Workhorse, 80 games pitched at 21, 68 each of the last 2 years. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike. Born in Colorado, went to junior college in Kansas. And the pitch home is swung on, looped into shallow right center field. Estrada out, right fielder Yaz on, it drops. Estrada might have made the play, he veered off. Maybe he heard Yaz calling, or thought he did, but Yaz wasn't all that close to it. So a blue pit for Refsnyder. The ball was high enough to be caught, I think, by the second baseman. Yeah, he veered off, no question. So Ref will take it. Here comes O'Neill, who grounded into a 5-4-3 double play and then struck out. Rogers also pitched at Austin P in Tennessee. There's a ball low. In their Athletic Hall of Fame, in fact. Here's the 1-0, and it's a little bit low. Say he's a submariner, but he's really more three-quarters than a submariner. 2-0 pitch to the right-hand batter, and he swings it, does not get a sinking pitch down and in. Here it comes, and the pitch is swung and hit high to right field toward the line. Yaz moving over, now coming in, slides and makes a nice catch on the track. Very well done. This is Taylor Rogers. Tyler Rogers, his twin brother's a right-hander. Very nice play by Yaz. And here's Abreu, who walked and grounded out 4-3. Taylor Rogers was signed as a free agent. Last year was at 60 games with the Giants. He went to Kentucky for 3 years. It's his twin brother, Tyler. This is Taylor. Pitched last night briefly, away, ball 1. 1 on, 1 out. Very nice running catch by Yastrzemski. Short of the pesky pole. Taylor Rogers' pitch is swung and hit deep down the right field line. Hooking foul. Not quite home run distance. Taylor Rogers came up through the Twins system. He was in the big leagues with them from 16 through 21. Then went to San Diego for 42 games, Milwaukee for 24 in 2022. Last year's first with the Giants. The 1-1 to Willier. And he swings and pops it into shallow center. Could be trouble. Out goes the shortstop. On comes the center fielder, and it's caught by Lee, the center fielder. He got a good jump on that ball. So 2 down for Connor Wong, who struck out looking and missed a home run by inches, hitting one near the top of the wall. That was leading off the 4th, and he wound up scoring the go-ahead run. That'll do it for Rogers as Bob Melvin is on the mound. He wants a right-hander. We have a pitching change. They're in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Storrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
So we move along here with 1 on and 2 men out here in the 5th inning. And the new Giants pitcher is Luke Jackson, well-traveled veteran. Jackson making just his 4th appearance, 0-1 with a 13.50 ERA, so he's pitched briefly and ineffectively 3 runs, 4 hits in 2 innings. He's on the IL earlier. He's the 4th pitcher in this bullpen game. And so the slider, 4-seamer and curveball. He was out with a back strain. And his pitch coming to Connor Wong here. Starts him out with a slider, low and away for ball 1. Batters a forfeit with 2 walks against him this year. Last year, 33 games for the Giants with a 2.97 ERA. As he bats in the Herb Chambers batting order. Connor Wong does the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive. Base hit in the left center field over the leaping shortstop, Ahmed. Conforto gets to it quickly, so that puts Red Sox runners at 1st and 2nd. Wong is 2 for 3. And it brings up Dominic Smith in his Red Sox debut. longtime New York Met, has lined to right and grounded out 4-3. So 2 men on. Red Sox have had 7 hits. Left-hand batter against a right-hand pitcher. 58 career home runs for Dominic Smith. The number 1 pick of the Mets. Two out, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Smith takes a little bit low, ball 1. Garrett Cooper hit by a pitch last night on the wrist. Said he was still sore. He took batting practice today. Was hitting the ball with authority. But they started. Smith just acquired today. Pitch. Line down the left field line, but foul. Luke Jackson came up with the Texas Rangers 2015 and was with Atlanta from 17 and through 21 and was hurt. Did not pitch at all in 22 and signed with the Giants for last season. Pitched in over 200 big league games. They signed him as a free agent. The pitch, swing on the shot to center field, sinking fast. It gets down for a base hit. It's going to score a run to throw way up the line. Diving stab by the catcher Murphy to prevent another run from scoring as Refsnyder crosses the plate. Dominic Smith has his first Red Sox hit, his first Red Sox RBI, and it is 5-2 Boston. So Smith lining a bullet into center field. And the Red Sox scored 5 runs in the last 3 innings. Hoping for more here with Valdez coming up. Long stopped at second on the single up the middle, scoring Refsnyder. Valdez struck out looking and double up the wall and left to drive in a run. The pitch to the left-hand batter is bounced up the middle. The shortstop, though, has it, ranging to the right is second, and Ahmed throws him out. 1 pitch out retires the side, but the Red Sox get another run on 3 hits. After 5, Boston on top here, 5-2 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Sometimes when life brings you change, you also have to change your health coverage. Like when you're having a baby, or getting married, or turning 26 and aging off your parents' plan, or even when you're no longer covered by insurance you had through your job. At HealthSource RI, we can help you change coverage to keep up with these life changes and others. Learn about all the life events and changes that may qualify you for health coverage at healthsourceri.com.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll be glad you did.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you. Around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise. For lives in drive.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
6th inning, 5-2 Boston. Lamont Wade Jr. will bat first here. The Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Honda Seekonk and Honda Westboro. Kutter Crawford has allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. Gave up his first home run in 50 innings to Tom Murphy earlier. Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get green cabbage, sweet potatoes, bok choy, Roma tomatoes, green beans, eggplant, Cortland apples, yellow or green squash, and more for 97 cents a pound at Shaw's and Star Market, official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. High ball 1 to Wade. He has struck out and hit a fly ball to deep left. Kutter ready for his 73rd pitch, and that's low and inside. Two and nothing. Outfield a step to the right on this left-hand batter. Maryland Terrapin, he takes a pitch too low. 3-0. He'll be followed by Matt Chapman and then Michael Conforto. 3-0 pitch. It's in there for a call. Strikes as Clint Vondrick, the home plate umpire, young umpire, who's had very few squawks tonight. Considered to be one of the best young umpires in the game. 3-1 deal. And there's ball 4. It missed a little bit up and away. So second walk issued by Crawford. It brings up Chapman, who has struck out looking and struck out swinging. Chapman does have some power, but he's been struggling most of the early season here. And the Red Sox are going to get the bullpen busy. Cam Boozer getting up to pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. Chapman does have 4 homers this year. Crawford is ready. The pitch. Swing and a foul to the right, out of play. Yankees to lead the Orioles 2-0 in the bottom of the 8th, but the Birds have 2 on and 1 out, and Gunnar Henderson batting. Has he been sensational? Last year's Rookie of the Year, unanimous pick. 1-1. Check swing roller up the third base side. It's going to be trouble. Here's the throw by Wong, and he got him. Nicely done. Oh, what a play. Didn't think he had a chance. It was about 20 feet from home plate, and Wong down the third base line of the grass grabbed it, went spinning around and threw from a knee to get him. Chapman's not that fleet, but that was an excellent play by Connor Wong as he went into a slide to get the ball, popped up ever so quickly and got him by a step. Wade took second, and here's Conforto, who's grounded out 4-3, walked and scored. Excellent defense by Connor Wong. Here's a chopper foul over by the Red Sox dugout, strike 1. Yankees about the closer in Holmes to face Henderson at the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. Orioles have won the first 2 games of that series. Crawford's 81st pitch here. And a fastball's in there for a strike. His ERA now stands at 1.63 after giving 2 runs up. Again at 1.35, which is remarkable. One out, runner at second. 0-2 to this left-hand batter. We have a 33 home run season for the Mets. Conforto swings and misses at a high rider. Down he goes. He challenged them up in 93. And Kutter has his 6th punch out. Two down, and here comes Estrada, who popped to first and then doubled off the wall and left. Probably an out in most ballparks. The pitch is swung on, grounded off the end of the bat to first, grabbed by Dominic Smith underhand. No, he does it himself. Crawford was there, but Smith had an easier play. And that retires the side. So Crawford gets a 1 pitch out to end the 6th inning. We'll see if that's it for him, although he's under 90 pitches. 5-2 Boston on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Sox fans, the boys of summer are back, and the future is here.
Casas absolutely obliterated that ball.
Jarren Duran leading off with a home run.
With the free Odyssey app, you can catch every Devers blast with Hall of Fame Joe on the call.
Another opposite field home run for Raffy Devers.
Your soundtrack to summer is on Boston Sports Original with every Sox game live on the Odyssey app with WEEI. Download it today. AUDACY. Live games available for fans in market only.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Sure, a card and some flowers are nice for mom, but why not add some sizzle by giving her delectable, mouth-watering steaks from the Kansas City gift packs like the Classic Steak Sizzler, the Prime Steak Sampler, or Filet Mignon and Lobster Tails. And the Kansas City Steak Company delivers them right to your door. Plus, the unofficial start to summer is much closer than you think, so now's the time to stock up for grilling season. Get 15% off and free shipping right now at kansascitysteak.com by using promo code DR15.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Luke Jackson delivers a ball to Cedon Rafaela. Last of the sixth, Red Sox leading 5-2. He's batting in the Herb Chambers batting order. Rafaela had an infield hit and popped to short. Dribbles a foul to the third base coaching box where Carl Hudson picks it up. 0-2, 5 runs, 8 hits for Boston, 2 runs, 4 hits for the Giants. Red Sox already 6-1 in interleague play. The pitch. That's taken low. Swept the Pirates, took 2 or 3 from the Cubs and won last night. One and 2 to the number 9 hitter. Jackson's pitch. Right down the middle, strike 3, took a fastball. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEI and the Boston Red Sox. Clay Holmes got out of that 8th inning jam, so Yankees 2, Orioles nothing, top of the 9th in Birdland. Call strike to Duran, who's been on base 3 times. He walked in the first, he walked in the third, and ripped a triple down the right field line to drive in a run in the 4th. The pitch is swung on and missed. Huge cut of the pitch that disappeared down and away. Sinking fastball. He score on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Good luck Bloom in a 24 Subaru. Go to SubaruNewEngland.com. 0-2. Cleveland and Houston scoreless in the 3rd tonight. The pitch. That dips low and away. A slider missing. Many day games. Kansas City beat Toronto 6-1. Kansas City beginning the day 2 games behind Cleveland in the Central. Atlanta beat Seattle 5-2 behind Chris Sale. The pitch. Popped up foul third base side into the stands. Twins rallied from behind to beat the White Sox 10-5, Minnesota's 10th straight win. Washington won Texas nothing in the 3rd in the Lone Star State. The Phillies nipped the Angels 2-1. Milwaukee slugged Tampa Bay 7-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. So Jackson, who gave up hits to the first 2 batters, fans Duran, and here comes Devers, who's walked double up the wall and left the paint scraper that drove in a run, then grounded out 6-3. Detroit beat the Cardinals 7-1. San Diego over Cincinnati 6-2, and Oakland blanked Pittsburgh 4-0. Pitch is swung on, hit deep down the left field line, but foul. Hitting off the last luxury box. Bouncing back on the field. So it is 0-1. Tonight, Miami leading Colorado 4-1 in the 8th. LA and Arizona later. They had a game delayed last night for 2 hours by a swarm of bees fouled out of play. That happens once in a while in the desert. Cubs leading the Mets 1-0 in the 7th. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on in the 6th. Raffy is now 12 for 25 since he was resting that ailing knee. Shoulder seems to be better. Luke Jackson with the 0-2. Swinging a bounding ball, but right to the shortstop, playing near the bag at second. Ahmed throws him out. And the Red Sox go 1-2-3 after 6. It's 5-2 Boston on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll be glad you did.
Add some sizzle to your next special occasion with the Kansas City Steak Company. The most tender, world-class premium steaks delivered right to your door. Get 15% off plus free shipping right now at kansascitysteaks.com. Use promo code DR15.
The 97-cent produce sale is back at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Thursday, get green cabbage, sweet potatoes, bok choy, Roma tomatoes, green beans, eggplant, Cortland apples, yellow or green squash, and more, all for 97 cents a pound. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss the 97-cent produce sale at Shaw's and Star Market, official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey everybody, Andy Hart here with an opportunity to lose pounds. 40 by the 4th. I dropped my 20 in just 4 weeks with Awaken 180. Imagine what you could achieve by Independence Day having similar results. 40 by the 4th. Find your solution at awaken180weightloss.com.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, back at Fenway Park for the top of the 7th inning, double-barreled action for the Red Sox. Mike Yastrzemski, the batter, Kutter Crawford on a short leash with 83 pitches thrown, 5-2 Red Sox. The pitch, swing and a miss at a curveball, and it's 0-1. Did you miss me?
Yes. Did you have fun with your brother?
I'll tell you what.
Didn't argue?
We managed to, keep it above boards for that 1 inning. The 0-1 pitch to Yaz is high with a fastball. It was so funny. First of all, that will never get old. I mean, it's such a weird, amazing thing to do that. And especially here. I mean, I love doing it at their park, too, because I've got so many connections and memories there. The 1-1 is a curveball from Crawford outside, but to sit up here and look out at this expanse next to your big brother and do a big league game, that was pretty cool.
Quite a thrill, I'm sure.
2-1 to Yaz. Popped up. Foul side of first. Wong, who's been great, throws the mask away, and he makes the play. Had to squeeze it at the end. It almost popped out of the glove. What a play he made in the last inning here. A more routine grab one down in the 7th, and they'll ride Crawford for now. But I walked into the booth. Their mic boxes are just a little bit different than ours. And it was just such a classic Big Brother move. We sit down, he points to the box, and he goes, so to talk, you hit that mic on button. Really?
Like you've never done it before.
To turn the mic on, you hit mic on. 5-2 Red Sox with 1 down. Here's Tom Murphy. Crawford throws. Ground ball to first. Dom Smith has got it. This time he does flip to Crawford. They're working out the communication kinks. And very quickly, 2 down. Kutter laughing as he goes by. Alex Cora's on the phone. The hitter due up is Nick Ahmed, and I think they'll give him one more hitter.
This is the first time he's pitched past 6 innings.
It didn't look like he would in the 4th inning. How about Soler snapping the bat over his leg? This is the 3rd hitter, Ahmed, in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Danvers and Millbury. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. You know, as I was sitting in there, Joe, with my brother, working on the microphone that John Miller uses, a guy who I listened to for decades as a kid, that part was pretty wild. 0-1 to Ahmed. Here's the pitch. Right in there, fastball. And then it occurred to me, that is a seat in which John Sterling has sat, and I think it's possible more than any other broadcaster in that booth. John, with all his visits here. 0-2, rip foul.
Right, because 3 series with the Yankees up until the last couple of years when it's 2, but still. Imagine that. Yeah, this booth area opened in '89, which was John's first year with the Yankees, so he has to
there you go.
hold the record for visiting broadcasters.
I was honored to sit in his seat, too. 0-2 with 2 down, bases empty, swinging a pop-up. Shallow left field, back a third toward the line. Devers is there in a very easy 7th inning for Kutter Crawford. He battled tonight, and he is through 7 with his club ahead, 5-2. Great stuff from Kutter's stretch time at Fenway on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Network.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Thursday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Hey everyone, Boomer Esiason here. The NFL draft is behind us and your favorite team is now gearing up for week number 1. The free Odyssey app puts you right in the middle of the pro football conversation with the biggest sports radio stations from across the country. The local voices who know your team the best, giving you their unfiltered takes on the current state of your squad. It's always football season right here on the free Odyssey app.
Once again, it looks like Herb Chambers has an exceptional lineup this season. The automotive hometown hero offers the largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. With so many Herb Chambers dealership locations featuring 35 brands, you'll find the exact vehicle you're looking for. Choose from thousands of different new and pre-owned vehicles. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Because at Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Visit herbchambers.com to view our entire inventory today.
Sure, a card and some flowers are nice for Mom, but why not add some sizzle by giving her delectable, mouth-watering steaks from the Kansas City Steak Company? Choose from a variety of gift packs like the Classic Steak Sizzler, the Prime Steak Sampler, or Filet Mignon and Lobster Tails. And the Kansas City Steak Company delivers them right to your door. Plus, the unofficial start to summer is much closer than you think, so now's the time to stock up for grilling season. Get 15% off and free shipping right now at kansascitysteak.com by using promo code DR15.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Rob Refsnyder leading it off in the bottom of the 7th. He takes the first pitch strike from a new Giant pitcher, Mitch White. 93-mile-an-hour heater, and it's 0-1. Refsnyder, productive again here tonight. How often do we say that? The 0-1. Low and outside. Drove in a run on a ground down in the 3rd. Hot shot up the middle, and then singled and scored in the 5th. 5-2 Red Sox. Chance to win yet another series at home. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. It's a hard sinker in under his hands, and it's 1-2. Now my brother's right next to you in the TV booth once again talking to Hunter Pence over there. The 1-2 is a hard ground ball on the left side. Chapman is a human vacuum. He gloves and throws to first in time. Refsnyder out number 1. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Tyler O'Neill, a rare offer for him thus far tonight, including a strikeout. Bats with 1 out in the 7th. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 7th inning brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the exclusive Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program to help you grow and manage your paint business.
It's over in Baltimore. Yankees beat the Orioles 2-0 on an Oswaldo Cabrera 2-run homer.
1 is outside. That's one of those. I know your allegiances, Joe, but split those games where the Red Sox win both of theirs here. The beauty of that, when they play, you're going to make up on one of the 2 leaders in the division.
The Yankees and Orioles in a virtual first-place tie again.
1-1. Swing and a foul. So that means, even better, if the Red Sox win tonight, they can be a game and a half out, which is just remarkable given all the injuries. But it's been pitching. And again, Crawford great again tonight. Looks like Chris Martin, who's up in the Red Sox bullpen, getting limber. 1-2 to Tyler O'Neill. The pitch is strike 3 called. That was off the plate, it looked like, but rung up is O'Neill. 2 down for Wilyer Abreu. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. Cooper Boardman's here to bring you that fantastic show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Shop your local Nissan store at nissanusa.com today. Here's Wilyer, who made a great running catch in the 6th inning. 2 down, bases clear. He takes outside, ball 1. Wilyer walked and stole in the 2nd, is grounded out and flied out. 5-2 Red Sox in the 7th. Right side of the infield, way back toward the outfield grass. And a little bit over to pull, the 1-0. Beauty. Curveball on the outside corner. 1-1. Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, green cabbage, sweet potatoes, bok choy, Roma tomatoes, green beans, eggplant, Cortland apples, and more. 97 cents a pound. 1-1. Ground ball on the left side and into the outfield. A fair ball the other way for Wilyer, and he's aboard for the 2nd time. He just keeps on delivering, Abreu does. He's now reached base in 15 of his last 17 games. And he's trying to spark a 2-out rally for Connor Wong. Really a gritty effort, I thought, from Kutter Crawford. He was fortunate at times tonight. Loud contact into the defense. The pitch to Wong. Strike on the outside corner. Connor has doubled and singled tonight. But Crawford steadied himself in the 6th and 7th innings in particular. 0-1. Abreu leads the pitch. Inside. Connor held up. And it's 1-1. Not the worst spot to run if Wilyer gets a read on White, the big, tall righty. Wonder what the time is home. Bigger lead at first. 1-1. Pitch. Swing and a high drive into center field. Way back on it, Lee. At the track. He won't get it. It's off the wall. Abreu coming to 3rd. Wong does it again. A run-scoring double, and it's 6-2 Red Sox. It one hopped off the track over Lee's head onto the bleacher bar gate, and Connor Wong just keeps going. His 14th run batted in, his 2nd double of this game. 2-out Thunder makes the lead for the Sox 4. Kept on carrying. So much for the struggles at home. Here's Enmanuel Valdez way high and outside for Mitch White. That is ball 1. We keep talking about Casas when he was healthy and the emergence of Wilyer Abreu and even the season that Tyler O'Neill is having. I think it's high time we talk more about Wong. The 1-0 is swung on and missed by Smith. I mean, he looks like a totally reinvented hitter. The leg kick is gone. The timing is so much better. Saw the athletic defensive play he just made. What a weapon he's becoming. 1-1 to Dom Smith, who drove in a run his last time here. A chopper to first, but foul. Fielded over there by Wade, and it's 1-2. What a thing it is, Joe, to have an athletic catcher who hits.
Yeah, the play he made on that little dribbler was so athletic and so quick. And he's got a great stroke for this ballpark.
There's no question. Pull power. One and two to Dom Smith. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Backhanded by Chapman. What a running grab and throw to first. Picked by Wade. You cannot do it better than that. Matt Chapman is unreal. He just took a hit away from Dom Smith. I believe we owe you a station break. We'll get that for you when we return after 7 at Fenway. 6-2 Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey everyone, Boomer Esiason here. The NFL Draft is behind us and your favorite team is now gearing up for week number 1. The free Odyssey app puts you right in the middle of the pro football conversation with the biggest sports radio stations from across the country. The local voices who know your team the best, giving you their unfiltered takes on the current state of your squad. It's always football season right here on the free Odyssey app.
Networks make it possible to share data from lots of places, like a bird sanctuary.
Good eye. There is a typo. Thanks.
But to make them powerful enough to deliver new opportunities at the edge, you need CDW and Aruba. CDW experts can help design and implement an Aruba Edge Services platform, which unifies, secures, and automates network environments everywhere, so you can translate data into innovation.
Sorry, do you mind? This is confidential.
Aruba makes visibility at the edge possible. CDW makes it powerful. Learn more at cdw.com/Aruba.
Sure, a card and some flowers are nice for mom, but why not add some sizzle by giving her delectable, mouth-watering steaks from the Kansas City Steak Company? Choose from a variety of gift packs like the Classic Steak Sizzler, the Prime Steak Sampler, or Filet Mignon and Lobster Tails. And the Kansas City Steak Company delivers them right to your door. Plus, the unofficial start to summer is much closer than you think, so now's the time to stock up for grilling season. Get 15% off and free shipping right now at kansascitysteak.com by using promo code DR15.
Red Sox review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Now Chris Martin takes over for the Red Sox after Crawford goes 7 innings, his longest outing of the season. He was good. 2 runs on 4 hits. He walked 2. And he fanned 6. Gave up his first home run in 50 innings, hit by Tom Murphy, the catcher. In the 3rd inning, that made it 1-0, but the Red Sox rallied with 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th, and they lead it 6-2, out hitting the Giants 10-4. Red Sox overall 14-9 against the Giants and 7-2 here at Fenway. Here's the leadoff hitter, Jung-Ho Lee. The pitch is outside, ball 1. He's single to right, line to left, and line 1 to deep right, and a nice running catch was made by Willie Abreu. Left-hand batter from Korea takes it for a strike over the outside corner. Martin making his 12th appearance, 1-1 his record. ERA skewered by 1 bad outing. The pitch, swinging out, line shot, look out. Somehow he got out of the way, goes to the shortstop, Raphael, throws him out. Wow, that was scary because, Martin's 6'8", and he really had to duck to get out of the way of that bullet.
That's happened a few times already this year. And by the way, this guy Jung-Ho Lee looks great, and he has been so unlucky in this series.
He really has. He's hit some rockets, and he's a great contact hitter. Bob Melvin just so enthusiastic about his ability to make contact, especially with high velocity. Here is Soler, who's fouled out, lined out, and lined out again. He drives this one to center field at the edge of the track. It's caught by Duran. A lot of one-pitch outs. Soler's really struggling. The Giants, quite frankly, don't have much of a lineup that'll scare you. Here's Wade Jr., who struck out, flied to deep left, and walked.
Right, but I think people like Chapman and Soler will hit, and Conforto too. But it's certainly not Betts, Freeman, and Ohtani.
They're in a tough division. That one's outside ball one. San Diego got a grand slam from Cronenworth to beat Cincinnati today 6-2. Dodgers just getting underway. And Arizona check swing on a fastball for a strike.
So no B delay tonight?
Not tonight.
You see that?
Yeah, it was amazing. Not the first time they've had it. It's happened in other sports, too.
The guy came out like a conquering hero, too. The beekeeper did.
Swinging a foul, left side out of play.
They were delayed 2 hours. There was this colony of bees. He came out in the full suit and basically had like I'm sure it's a humane, essentially like a bee vacuum cleaner. He sprayed them first, and then he sucked them into this device.
Did they survive?
They did. Well, that's their story anyway.
1-2 is fouled down the left field line out of play.
But then they had him throw out the first pitch. And he took the mound in the bee suit and then halfway flipped the hood off and put his arms to the sky.
Relishing it.
He's good.
So Martin, who got out of the way of that line drive, seeking a 1-2-3 inning. Here it is, and he leaves it a little bit outside. Stay tuned after the game of the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills. Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Check out your local Nissan store. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Blew him away upstairs at 93 with a lot of cut to that pitch. They go in order, and after 7.5, it is 6-2. Boston and the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
Roto-Rooter.
Plumbing problem? No match for a little DIY duct tape. Shoot, hold on. Nope. There we go. No match for a little... dang it, wait. Duct tape and a wrench. Leaks are no match for duct tape and a wrench. And a bucket and a towel, more duct tape, a hammer, this random tube I found in the basement, another bucket, more tape, a little more tape. Perfect.
On second thought, maybe leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter.
And away go troubles down the drain.
We get it. Attention spans just aren't what they used to be. Heads in social media and eyes on Netflix. But what do people do with their ears? Well, for one, they're listening to audio. Americans spend 4.4 hours with audio every day. Oh, and you want the proof? Well, you just sat through this ad that's now approaching 30 seconds. What could you say to a potential customer in 30 seconds? Let Odyssey put together a media plan tailor-made for your unique marketing needs. Advertise with Odyssey. Visit ads.odyssey.com.
Who's in for Mohegan? Obviously everyone. It's an invitation that you can't ignore to experience a place that just feels different. Mohegan Sun, a place that welcomes you in, all in. For the flavors, the fun, the unbelievably unforgettable. Because you plus me plus Mohegan equals the best time ever. And what comes next is, well, everything. This is how it feels when you're all in for Mohegan. Mohegan Sun. Visit MoheganSun.com today to start your experience.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Valdez leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. The Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Hyundai of Auburn. First pitch of the left-handed hitter is a call strike. He is struck out looking, double off the wall left, grounded out short to first. And that double will be our flex of the game. The pitch is swung on, grounded foul outside of first because it put the Red Sox ahead to stay. Looking to buy a car this season? Try Flex Car instead. Flex Car's monthly car subscription includes insurance, maintenance, roadside assistance, and more. Get started today at flexcar.com. White is the 5th pitcher used by manager Bob Melvin in a bullpen game. Here it is, and it's high.
That was our best rendition of Sweet Caroline yet this year.
They were into it. Jeffrey's on the hook. Crawford's game to win. Here's a 1-2. And a little fisted pop up to the third baseman. Chapman has it easily. One down here in the 8th. And here's Raffaello at an infield hit, popped to short and took a call third strike. Yankees and Orioles play a day game tomorrow, the 4th game of that series. Yankees winning tonight 2-0, so they're in a virtual first place tie. The Orioles and Yankees are in the AL East. The Red Sox could be 1 game back. They hang on to win this one. Fouled out of play 1.5 games back, I should say. Nothing in 1 to Raffaello. The 0-1 is swung on, bounced to the charging shortstop, grabbed by Ahmad, has to hurry and gets it over there in time. He's got a strong arm. 2 gone.
All right, so the American League Player of the Month for April. There are a lot of choices, many of them in this division, one of them on the Red Sox club. At the moment, Henderson and the Yankees' new right fielder.
Soto, yeah, it's a tough choice. They're both very good. 2 down for Duran, who's walked twice, tripled, and struck out. Takes a strike.
Sort of like what you value, right? I mean, Gunnar hit 10 home runs. Soto hit 8. Soto's on base 438.
Here's the 0-1 swing. There's a shot to center field, but right there, back 2 steps to make the catch is Lee for the out that retires the side. Go with Henderson.
All right. When in doubt, right?
Right. 6-2 Red Sox. We go to the 9th on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Smartwool makes merino wool socks and apparel designed to keep you comfortable because they want to help you play, explore, and thrive outside with every thread they knit and every step you take. And the right comfort can keep you outside, so you can do all the things you live for longer. Smartwool. Go far, feel good.
Hey everyone, Boomer Esiason here. The NFL Draft is behind us and your favorite team is now gearing up for week number 1. The free Odyssey app puts you right in the middle of the pro football conversation with the biggest sports radio stations from across the country. The local voices who know your team the best, giving you their unfiltered takes on the current state of your squad. It's always football season right here on the free Odyssey app.
Gain presents a tale of longing and long-lasting scent. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Add Gain scent beads for an even longer-lasting scent.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you. Around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise. For lives in drive.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Here we go to the 9th inning in the Herb Chambers batting order. Alfred Romeo of Boston, Herb Chambers, Alfred Romeo of Millbury, and Alfred Romeo of Warwick. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters facing Greg Weissert back out on the mound again. First pitch is a breaking ball for a call strike to Chapman, who struck out twice and been thrown out on a nifty play by Wong on a little roll up the third base line. Weissert pitched an inning in the third, a perfect relief last night with 3 Ks. His 0-1 is a slider low and away.
So I was talking on the warning track before the game to a couple Giants fans who live in Boston. They listen to all the broadcasts, and After a while, I looked down at the name tag of this gentleman that I was chatting with.
1-1, swinging a little flare into center field. It gets down for a hit. Hit it off the thumbs. Lead-off hit here, just the 5th safety for the Giants.
So he'd introduced himself as Bob. We were having a really pleasant conversation. I looked down at his name tag for his field access, and his last name, F-R-A-Z-E-E. I said, wait a minute.
Was he related?
No. And he was horrified at the suggestion. I would never.
Harry Frizzy sold a babe. Conforto was grounded out 4-3, walked and scored and struck out. Weissert's pitch fouled out of play.
What did people even think of No Nanette? I mean, was it even a success?
Well, it was. We saw it years later, like 70 years later. It was a big hit. I don't know if it was then, but
not worth it for the babe.
It was a Broadway revival. To finance the Broadway show. Some dispute that theory. 1-1 that Rizzi sold the babe because of his nocturnal activities and his lack of discipline.
Babes, not Harry's.
Right. 1-1 pitch. Foul to the backstop.
I've never quite heard it described that way. I like that. Nocturnal activities.
The Bombino had to be harnessed back in those days. He was. Well, he grew up in an orphanage. Although he wasn't an orphan. St. Mary's in Baltimore. Here's the pitch. Low and away. It's how he first learned the term incorrigible. I don't think I've ever heard it associated with anybody else. He said the babe went to St. Mary's Industrial School for incorrigibles.
By that time, he was no longer incorrigible, babe. Happy as could be.
He's just hitting the jackpot for big bucks. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Heater by him down. Weissert strikes out Conforto.
I mean, the truth is, yeah, I mean, he was maybe a troublemaker, but when you grow up in a bar with the background that he had, sort of hard to, that was pretty harsh judgment at that young age.
And when you get sent away to boarding school, which was more like a juvenile delinquent home at age 6 or 7, pretty tough. Ball one inside, but fortunately the Babe had brother Matthias who took good care of him, taught him baseball. His Varian brother. Estrada 1 for 3 with a double off the wall. He takes a strike from Weissert. Our good friend Mike Gibbons, who runs the Babe Ruth Museum, took me out to the site of St. Mary's when we were there last September.
Did you ride the trolley up the hill, as Jane Levy so beautifully described it?
There was no more trolley. Low and away. Right now, Kyle Ripken put in a field there, and it's the same field where the same footprint where the Babe learned baseball. St. Mary's Industrial School.
Hallowed ground.
Indeed. Used to be Cardinal Gibbons High, but that's closed. But now it's a ball field, fittingly enough, low and away. 3 balls and a strike. Jane Levy did a wonderful book because computers help make all these records findable. Discovered a lot about Babe and his family. 3-1. Swung on, grounded to short. Here's the flip to second. Rafaela on to Valdez on to first. And the Red Sox turn over the double play. They've won their 4th straight. The Red Sox beat the Giants here 6-2. They are now 1.5 games behind the first place Orioles and the Yankees. The Red Sox go to 18-13 overall. They won 4 in a row, 8 of their last 11, and they are 7-1 in interleague play. 6-2 Boston. More in a moment on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Sox fans, the boys of summer are back, and the future is here.
Casas absolutely obliterated that ball.
Jarren Duran leading off with a home run.
With the free Odyssey app, you can catch every Devers blast with Hall of Fame Joe on the call.
Another opposite field home run for Raffy Devers.
Your soundtrack to summer is on Boston Sports Original with every Sox game live on the Odyssey app with WEEI. Download it today. AUDACY. Live games available for fans in market only.
Add some sizzle to your next special occasion with the Kansas City Steak Company. The most tender, world-class premium steaks delivered right to your door. Get 15% off plus free shipping right now at kansascitysteaks.com. Use promo code DR15.
Hey, did you know Vistaprint prints everything a small business needs? Like if a barbershop needs